I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing
confirm nor deny that I've only just woken up, really. But good morning! Listen to that voice. Husky. Foggy, thank you for the 30. Stino, thank you very much for the 15. What a bunch of legends you two are. And hello, everybody else. Good morning. Hope you're good. We've got Beastie Boy, Joey, Skilly, Keeney, Leonie, Gambling, Foggy. I mentioned you already, but I'll say it again. Ryan was here before as well. I hope you're well, my friends. All of my friends in the minute. Good song, isn't it? I am going to need that ember. I am indeed. Hello, everyone. Lestinge, welcome in. Morning, everyone. I'm going to need this. And luckily, I have got it. I haven't actually... I don't know if I've connected it yet. Oh, smells, tastes nice. Smells. Why did I go with that first? That was weird, wasn't it? Morning. Leonie, what happened? Did that not come up? Oh, maybe we're on a bit of a delay. Leonie is back for a 27th month at tier 3. That is absurd. We recorded a modcast yesterday, everybody. That'll be out. Hopefully, I edited half of it last night as well, so it shouldn't it should be out soon. Us, myself, and the mods having a chat, having a check-in. It's been about 10 months since we last did that, so if you like listening to those, that will be available. I recommend it. It's a good chat. It's a good chat to check in. All things this stream and this, the Clates Cinematic Universe and everything. Yeah, no, it was good. Hello, Reedy. How you doing, buddy? Good morning. How's everyone's Saturday going so far? Are we good? Are we feeling all right? Are we happy? The sun's out. And you're all here watching this, so shame on you. There's that resub, look. The delay on that is absurd, but there you go. You're very ill. Oh, Joey. Is it COVID related or just illness related? Either way, I hope you recover. You've just woken up. Well, me too, actually. I say that, not really. How cute was that TikTok? It was, really. Thanks for tagging me in that. I enjoyed it. Lenny is about, actually. I've left the door open to the garden, so he's in the sun on his own, just chilling, living his best life. So I hope he's all right. I'm sure he's fine. I need to wrap my Mother's Day gift. I need to sort out what I'm doing for that as well, actually, yeah. Use gift bags. That is a good way to do it, yeah. This is a problem. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All good for Skilly. How was your week? My week was all right, actually. It was, yeah, it was all right. It was one of... I'm tired. Next week, it's like the second to last week of term. And next week, we've got Parents' Evening. So I'm just kind of thinking about that because Parents' Evening week is the longest week. Because you finish at like 7:30 on one of the nights and then it takes like almost an hour to get home. So it's just a long day, isn't it? And I just don't like that. So there we go. I too am ill, but in the 1980s rap sense, not sick, except in the 90s skater kid sense. Ah, right. Spoken like a middle-aged man there, gambling. Been up since 6. Need to go and buy flowers for Mother's Day, but stream come first. Well, of course, Keeney. You could have used your time since 6. It's up 6 is early for a Saturday. Saying that, I was up at 8, but then Kat went to the gym and I've just been... You know when you just like... You don't get up and then you're like, oh, I'm actually late for what I was going to get up for now. That happened this morning. So I've been rushing around. I need to actually set my ember so it's... at the correct temperature. So let's do that as a matter of urgency. Then we'll get into some Hertha Brasil today, which I'm actually very excited to play. Sorry there was no midweek stream again. I feel like I say that a lot. But also, the day that we'd usually do Wednesdays and the showdown draft was on, and I'm not going to go up against them, am I? It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, that's why this week. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week. But then again, it is Parents' Evening. So we'll see. One of them things. We talk about this a lot, actually, on the Modcast episode that we recorded yesterday. So, yeah, that'll be there. Right. The Ember is at 58.5. And you know what that means, everybody? That means it's go time. It's never been said before, but now we're making that thing. So, cheers. Dog knees out whenever he wakes up. That's me up as well. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. As I said, Kat was up to go to the gym, so she let Lenny out and gave him his breakfast and everything. So, I was lounging. Lazing. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Right. I think... Are we all caught up? How are we doing, everyone? Holly, welcome in. Hope you're all good. Are we all caught up? It feels like a very quick chat this morning. What, we're 9 minutes into the stream. Can we have some Lenny content? We can when he's outside on his own. Literally, he goes outside because there's a bit of a sun trap at the back of the garden. And he just goes and sits. There's a what do you call that thing? A chair. It's not, though. It's like a double chair. Words. I've just woken up. Can you tell? He sat on that in the sun, so he's chilling. Hope you're well, though. Kakota, when he comes in, he'll be trying to get onto my chair anyway. So, I mean, you've experienced it firsthand, so you get it. Kakota, hope you're good, my friends. Good morning. Welcome. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's well. That thing, a chair. Are you human? No, what would you call it? It's like it is a chair, but a chair doesn't quite... When I say the word chair, you think of a single chair, don't you? What would you call that? It's garden furniture, but it's a double chair. It's not like a sofa or a couch. The double chair. Double chair sounds like you've like set 5 English. It's not a couch though, is it? Because it's garden furniture. Come on. This is more like it. This is more one show. What would you call it then, chat? The double chair. Why is Stream Element struggling so much now? Nothing else happened there, and it's like level 2 hype train. Okay, good. Is it not the love seat or something? No, the seat. Outside double couch. See, you're struggling as well, chat, as much as I am. Murray, how you doing, buddy? Not been in here in a while. I swear you were here last weekend, but hello. The seat. See, it's not as easy as you think it is. The wooden ones are called love seats. No. I'm not going to say it's outside on the love seat, though, am I? That you would have looked at me like I was more mental if that was the case. But I know what you mean. The love seats are like they're not quite a double chair. They're like 1.5, aren't they? A double chair. Would love to see a reaction if a pupil came out with that. Exactly. I would have thought, what, you idiot. And that's me saying it. But then again, but he's loving himself. He is, yeah. He's in the sun. I wonder if I shouted him. I don't know if he'd hear me. We can try. Lenny! That was sudden, wasn't it? Let's see. I doubt he'll be able to hear me all the way out there. Let's whistle. That is the feeble whistle. Lenny! It has a chair on a table that links to the other chair. No, it hasn't got a chair on a table that links to the other chair, no. It's a standalone double chair. It's not standalone. Stands with its other half. It's a double chair. A double seat. Anyway, Lenny's on that and he's not in here, so we should move on, really, shouldn't we? Let's go into FM because I feel like that's probably something we should do. This is probably make sure FM's on the screen, shouldn't we? So he didn't like being outside. He doesn't. Well, not if it's cold. It's a lovely day today. It's sunny. He loves the sun. Right, there's Football Manager. If we make it normal size now, we're ready to go. I could spend 3 hours doing this to be. Oh, actually, oh, it worked. Lenny, come here. Back to the screen. Back to the screen. It worked. Oh my lord, that's not worked. Lenny, it worked. He actually. Did you hear me? That was good. Good ears. If you did hear me. I'm not sure he did though. I think that was just coincidence. Prediction for the showdown. I hope it's Ben Zealand in the elimination game. Yeah, would love that, to be fair. What a good looking dog. What a good boy, isn't he? You all right, mate? You all right? There we go. Look at that. Look at the camera as well. I would like get him closer to the camera, but my coffee's there and he's going to put a paw in it, which he's done. Why is he so emotionless? He's so used to this, Joey. The amount of times that I do this around anybody. Literally like, right, Lenny, should we go through all of your tricks now? That's like, he's so sick of it. He's like, just let me live my life. Look at him now. Lenny, oi. Pulling down on my headphones. He's like, just let me live my life. And, yeah. No, we've got to parade you like a show pony. Whoa. You got a bit of a snotty nose there because you've been outside. When I hold him like this, he looks very hench, doesn't he? Look at his shoulders. He was staring into your soul. Right, you can get down now. Oh no, he's tangled. There you go. You're going to go back outside? Fair enough. Yeah, he's a trophy dog. Exactly. Exactly. He's raging. He's shouted in from the sun with no treat at the end. That's true, actually. I've just said the T word as well. That's going to... Oh, he's off. He's off. He's underneath my desk now, but he's probably going to leave in a second. There we go. You've had your Lenny content. You're happy. Let's move on. Right. Football Manager. Shall we have a look at what the state of affairs are in the save? Because, again, it's been just under a week. We did make quite a lot of progress, I think, last stream. These were the results last time. We lost to Real Madrid. After drawing to Real Madrid, actually, once at home, we lost them away. I think we played quite well in this, didn't we? Annoyingly. Yeah, we did. We had probably the better of the game and then lost to them. It was upsetting. Marcos Antonio scored, but I think we were distracted. I think we were playing cardio at that song, weren't we? You can die happy. Good. See? Making people happy, chat. But then before that, we did beat Bielefeld 3-0. So we've done all right in the league. We beat Gladbach 4-2, St. Pauli. We dropped points against Mainz, but they're really good, aren't they? Are they still top? They're second. It's Mainz and Dortmund. Bayern are 3 points behind us, and we've not been... I mean, we've dropped points in 3 games so far, so there you go. No problem with the dog and the cable. Some have a habit of biting them. No, they're fine. The only thing Lenny's ever chewed is, like, the side of the door. between the living room and the hall because he wants to get through. That's the only thing he's really chewed. He chews like cardboard boxes and stuff, but no. Enjoying the Elden Ring vids. The one where you couldn't jump made me lol. That was a ridiculous video, wasn't it? Yeah, they're actually really fun to make. I just basically now I'm like, when I'm playing with my friends and my brother and stuff, I'm like, I'm going to record everything because I think you can sometimes get lucky and make little funny videos out of them, can't you? I think all of those Facebook ones I will stick on the Clates 2 channel as well afterwards because we might as well, right? Might as well go and use them. So yeah, love the new video, Clates. Great to win a final. Yes, that's not a spoiler. I mean, it potentially is, but I did put it in the thumbnail, kind of, didn't I? There was a new Plymouth out yesterday, if you've not seen it, which is a good video. I think it's a long video, but you guys seem to like the long videos, or at least the YouTube audience does. So that came out. I think it's 31 minutes long, so have at it later on today. Not right now because we are streaming. I've just been advertised unofficial cream egg gin liqueur. Cream egg, nice, spelt like that as well. What a sizzler. Yeah, that was a weird thing to say, wasn't it? What a sizzler. Sometimes I confuse myself. Yeah, there's Anjo's the top goal scorer in the league, isn't he? Today, our games then that we're going to try and get through are Dusseldorf, Cologne. What year are we in? 2024. Okay, so there's a Euros at the end of this year, right? Yeah. Dusseldorf, Cologne, Zenit, Freiburg. We might get to Bayern away from home, which I'm a bit worried about. Then we've got a tricky December. Bayern's in there, Dortmund's in there. I say tricky. The other games aren't too bad, but those two are tough. And then Atalanta. We're doing all right in the Champions League as well. We're second in our group. It's us and Atalanta to go through. Well, between us to go through. And if we come third, Europa League, are we upset by that? I'm not sure. I think it's all right. Euros have been. Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, yeah, it's November. I'm thinking on December stuff because of the 22 World Cup, aren't I? So, yeah, you're right. The Euros have already been, so we haven't got a World Cup yet. I don't know why I was even worrying about it, to be honest, but there you go. Optimistic thinking you can do more than 4 games in a stream. There is that. I did look at that Bayern thing, and now I'm thinking tomorrow, we're probably going to have Dortmund and Bayern tomorrow, which is probably going to make tomorrow really stressful, isn't it? You're right. Oh, also, do you remember at the end of last week's stream, we decided it was November now, and all of our players were starting to get unhappy? Like, Bremer now wants more matches. Can you just, like, relax, Bremer? We don't have any injuries, do we? So you're probably not going to play. Just relax. Who are these wanted by? Bocau and Cesar both wanted on loans. The Class 92 video was cool too. Yeah, what do you reckon, chat? I'm trying to think of what the next video should be. Let's have a little... Let's use you guys as a bit of a focus group here. Next video, should we do another 92, 93 database video? And there's a load of options we could do with that. We could do another simulation, or we could actually do a bit of like a rebuild video, but to basically do a whole save, but in one video. Or we could do like the top 10 centre mids video. We could do like a Wimbledon Crazy Gang video with the 92, 93. We could do the Invincibles. Maybe not with the 92, the 93 database, but we could do an Invincibles video type thing. Maybe we could use that actually. But yeah, I'm just like, what do you reckon we should actually prioritize to get out next, really? And then halfway through the week, we'll do another Plymouth one, is the plan. Let's address the big elephant in the room. Italy's not in the World Cup this year. Yeah, it's a bit mad, isn't it, Harry? Is it his first takeover season? Yeah. Is that a video worthy, though? Like, redoing it, maybe? Is that the thing? Vinnie Jones, Big Fash. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's quite older audience, though, isn't it? The Crazy Gang thing. But then again, so was the Class of 92, I suppose. Although, maybe that's because that was in the news a bit more recently, wasn't it? I'm just going to promise him to play football now and try and get him some games, I think. No, it's 20 years into the database wouldn't work. Yeah, exactly. Simulation career of Georgi Hagi. A true Romanian speaking in the chat there from Silvio. I like it, though. Shoot your shot. See if you can win the league with Blackburn for the 95 season. Yeah, that's kind of like... That type of challenge makes sense. But I'm just worried that how much of the... Like, the wider FM audience is like... It knows a lot about the Blackburn title win, etc. Because you have to be of a certain age, don't you? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, really. See, I like that as an idea, but that kind of appeals to me, doesn't it? Dalglish. I think the round the England team maybe made a video. I think round the... Yeah, something to do with the England team, potentially. Like, you've got until... We could go to 98 and go to the World Cup or something. Pick our 98 World Cup team. Or we could do, like, Euro 96 with it, because that's only 4 years in. And that obviously came very close. I think I said that in the video, didn't I, actually? With Gaza, etc. Yeah. How about you try to survive in League 2 with Luton when they had their 30-point deduction? Again, is that very niche, though? Potentially. As it's 92-93, there's 2 seasons to the next World Cup. England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales never qualified. Could try international management. Yeah, I think it's probably a bit more... I'm just thinking thumbnails and titles, Keeney. You could probably do, like, the 96 one. As, like... I can see the thumbnail now, right? Redoing the Euro 96 with, like, Gaza on the front, doing, like, the dentist chair, etc. I think that could be a goer. Anyway, we'll have a think about it. Us and the... myself and the others, the YouTube think tank, we'll get to it. Beckham only getting 2 caps is madness. It was weird, wasn't it? Beckham got no caps. Phil Neville turned into a monster. Imagine that universe. Why have we got so many tired players here? We've just played... Oh, we've just played Real Madrid. And did I rest the team? No, I was busy. It's my birthday, look. It was the 6th of November, so we don't talk about 96. Yeah, fair enough, Keeney, as a Scot. I didn't rest the team, so now we've got quite a tired team for Dusseldorf away. I'm always a bit worried about away games as well. Let's see what we should do. Cesar getting a start, according to the quick pick. Ooh, that's quite fun, though. Golden Generation Resim, yeah. That could work, too. Yeah, don't know. We'll have a think. Right, let's pick this team. I wish Gaza went to Rangers in the Resim. Yeah, there was a time... There's a few... I think he was wanted by them right at the start, actually, wasn't he? I think he was. It was still quite a good bit of narrative in that Resim, though, wasn't there? Right, Neto, Felipe, Bremer, Cesar. So that means we're missing who in defence here? Gabriel is very tired. And... Is it just Gabriel that misses out there? No, I feel like there's 2 defenders. Who's our other defender that doesn't play there? Oh, because we're playing... Why are we playing with a 3? I remember now. That's why. Let's go back to this, actually. And then it'll be Bremer Felipe can start. That's fine. He'll have to start on the left, though. Renan instead of Tellez will have to happen. These 2 in the midfield is fine. Is Bruno tired? Yes, a little bit. I'll put him on the bench. Yeah, Fergie going to AC Milan was very weird. And then trying to sign all of the United players, which I quite liked. But yeah, it was weird. Anthony Martinelli. Let's put Martinelli back up front. Let's go with that. That's basically the first team. The only tired players are Caligari and a little bit Antonio. We've got Bruno on the bench as well then. Right, let's go with that, I think. First game of the stream, everybody. It's Dusseldorf away. Will it be another horrible away performance, which we've had a couple, or will it be comfortable? I would like it to be the comfortable. Martinelli was crocked, was he? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Is he? We're doing well. Nah, he's all right. Unless that's in real life or something. Hello there, Cam. How you doing, buddy? Hello, James. Good morning. I am very well, thank you. How are you? Fitness thing by name. Oh, yeah, the fitness thing, but that's enough of them. Anthony, we score at the back post, and we are going to lead. He's got his arm up, which means that is onside. And that means one thing, and one thing only. Are you ready, chap? It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning. Samba. This is offside now. He's on. You couldn't see my hips there, but if you could, you'd be amazed. Snake hips is what they call me. No one has ever called me that. Imagine, I just know someone's going to come into the chat tomorrow morning and say, good morning, snake hips now. My hips don't lie. No. You can do a polygraph on them because they do not lie. Snake hips Clayton. Yeah, that's what they call me. That's what they call me. Genki, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Keeney, remember in CM0102, Fergie was hard-coded? Yeah. Same as the database because he's left in every video I see. Oh, does he actually? Maybe he is. Maybe then, Keeney. I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember that because there was like... It was when everyone was like, yeah, he's going to retire. Do you remember? And then, obviously, he didn't retire for another 10 years or whatever it was. Why did you not call yourself Snake Hips before the modcast? Oh, it just came to me there. It wasn't me who called myself. People call me that all the time. I think what you mean by that. Morning, Clates. I know the last time was actually in a stream. Just been busy on weekends, but it's good to be back. Morgan, welcome in, buddy. It's very good to have you back. I hope you're well. I know you've been around the Discord and chatting away, so it's not like we've not seen you, but welcome back in. Also, Angelo's in here. He's dinked the keeper. He's hit the bar. We're not going to score. That was a nice finish. That's unlucky, isn't it? That would have been good. Was well known on the streets of Ledbury, old snake hits. He was. Renan off. That's annoying. That's 2 centre-backs potentially a little bit injured then. Let's do Martinelli off. I'll do Marcos Leonardo. I was going to do Bocao, but I think at 1-0, is that a bit of a risk? Potentially. And then the last change is going to have to be Antonio, but I'm going to leave him for now just because he's playing quite well. We're going to do 2 subs at once there. A second goal would certainly not go amiss here, would it? Would certainly not go amiss. With half an hour to play. We've actually only had 1 shot on target. Dusseldorf have been all right. They've only had 6 shots as well. It's been quite low in terms of highlights. Here we go. What's happening here? It's in by Anthony. Everybody samba. Look at these hips. You can't see them. And no, we're not setting up a hips cam because that is mental. Tony. That's a nice little finish, look. With a little outside of the foot flick, look. Don't know what they're doing defensively. That was a weird goal. Old wormy hips. Yeah, no, you're right, actually. They never did call me snake hips. It was worm hips. You're right. That's my bad. That's my bad. And now we've been offered worms. Yeah, no, my memory has failed me a little bit there. It was old wormy hips. As I waltzed down the Ledbury High Street in my youth. Yeah, that was my bad, everyone. All worms, though, aren't we? Do the worm now. I told you a story about when I did the worm last time we spoke about this. I've done it once in my life and once only, and it went down an absolute storm. It's on video, and if I could fetch out that video, I would. Oh, lovely finish, Antonio! Antonio! 3-0! Lovely! Flailing wildly. Worm hip sounds more Ledbury than snake hips. It does, Nomadic Striker. You are right. Was well known in play, old worm hips. Yeah, play 54 on the little dance floor. Much better. So there was a bit of, you know, it played Fallout Boy on there. So that's where I was. Doing the old worm hips. Otto, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, I did the worm once. I'll actually find that video. It was during a uni. I was about 21. Very skinny as a youth. We did a dance performance. Was it gymnastics? It might have been gymnastics, actually. It was during a gymnastics. Well, I've told you this before, I think, chat. We had to do a gymnastics performance as part of our PE section of my course. We had to do a gymnastics performance for the rest of the year group. It was mental. Like, everyone came to watch us do gymnastics. I'm not a gymnast. I don't know if you could tell. I'm very good at the old worm hips, but I'm not a gymnast. And I did a headstand on top of a, you know, the gymnastics horse. I did a headstand on one of those for absolutely ages. I couldn't do anything else. So I was like, what can I do? What's my go-to here? I was like, I'll do a headstand because I was really good at headstands. That's the one thing I could really do. And I thought, pummel horse. Yeah, that's him. I thought, do you know what, though? To add a bit of jeopardy to this, we won't just do a headstand. I'll do it on top of the pummel horse. That's a showstopper, that is. Show us your headstand. Well, maybe, what's the target? 10k followers. Well, I'll do a headstand on stream. I don't know if I could do it anymore. It's all about making that triangle, isn't it? You know, hand, head. That's your triangle. Slowly up onto your elbows to start with. Hang on, 1 second. So onto your elbows to start with. Knees onto your elbows. And then slowly but surely get those legs up. Keep them tight. Keep them tucked together. Point those toes. Point those toes. Point those toes. Point those toes. This was me during the performance. Point those toes. Not yet. Not yet, Rich. Keep going. Keep going. Has anyone noticed me yet? They're looking. They're staring. Point those toes. And down. Graceful. 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 And present. I don't think you should present after a headstand, but present. That was that was it, really. I feel like you could probably understand what it was like to be there, right? This was at university. Yes, it was, Dan. That was at university. Goats in. Just come in. Nothing's changed around here then, I see. It's spoken through it like a true teacher, of course, right? You got to do the steps to it, haven't you, really? I don't know why these notifications aren't popping up very quickly. The alerts seem very delayed. There it is. There it is. There we go. How didn't you make the Olympic gymnast team? I'm not sure. Hello.
Nothing's changed round
I think
here. Then
Kat was outside the door for that entire thing. So that's it. Shit, I can't wait for that conversation later. Anybody who just turns on the stream, I'll be very confused. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Goat, for the 26 months. I appreciate you, buddy. We are 3-0 up here as we move back into our Bundesliga game here. Back to FM. Seamless transition is Ballerina, you could call him. That's almost topical there, isn't it? It's going to be a goal from Baluli. I thought I saw Bayern losing before this, actually. I'd ask context, but no. Point them toes. Can you do the moonwalk? Actually, that's a great question, Otto. There was a long time in my life where I did practice the moonwalk. You probably aren't actually surprised to hear that, are you? But I actually think I'm quite good at it. I'm quite good at the moonwalk if the surface is correct. A particularly high friction carpet, very difficult. But actually, it's all about the movement. It's all about your heels and your toes. Point them toes, or your heels and your toes, and trying to make it a seamless movement between the two. So yeah, my son who's 11 taught himself the moonwalk. Yep, we lived very similar childhoods then, myself and your son, it seems. Wait, didn't you use that story when you first met her? I think she was there, she was in the audience watching that. She was going, point them toes. She was, backing me. She was like, point them toes, score and rich, point them toes. Did it in school and everyone went wild. I could do that, I did tell you about when I DJ'd the disco at school and put a backdrop behind me that said DJ Clates, right? Did I tell you that? That was a thing. Oh, Bayern have just equalised in the 90th minute. That's sad. That's sad. Leonardo's in, though, to add a fourth for us, and he's hit the post. The moonwalk is all about the movement. Who would have thought? Yeah, well, those who know, don't they? So since Italy beat England in the Euros final, Italy just beat North Macedonia. Does that make them the best team in Europe right now? That's how it works, right? Yes, that is true. Your year 6 probably weren't born when Michael Jackson died, thinking about it. No, they weren't. What year did he die? I remember. Yeah, no, they definitely weren't. That was a long time ago. That was a bit of a mad day, wasn't it, when Michael Jackson died? Does anyone remember that? I used to have an alarm clock that June 2009. No, they weren't born. They were born in 2012 or 11 or 12, I think. I had an alarm clock that used to put the radio on at whatever time it was, 6:30 or whatever it was, and I woke up to like this very solemn news report about it. So it's like in my dream for a bit, when like like music or your alarm's going off and then it's in your dream for a bit. I had in my dream a bit about Michael Jackson dying. Weird. In my day, if my teacher did the moonwalk, then we'd be wow. Nowadays, modern students will not understand the origin. Yeah, then you need to do a TikTok dance instead nowadays, John. Dan was in year 2 and morning assembly was somber. Yeah, the head teacher put Beat It on, but the string quartet cover and moonwalked out, didn't he? Wearing one black glove. Probably not the way to do it. Wow. Today's stream has started weirdly, hasn't it, to be fair? We're having a lock-in at the bar I worked at. We were playing tunes off YouTube when the news broke. Just a room of sad drunk blokes listening to MJ on repeat. Yeah, kids, I can get that fully. We've just paid 3 mil for Caligari. He's played 50 games for us now. That's probably muddied the finances even more than it was before. What's happening with that Adriel thing? Oh, those finances are fine, to be fair. Died basically 12 years ago. Yeah, was it? What was the date of it? June. Yeah, it was June. Yeah, pretty much 12 years ago then. You had an appointment yesterday with a Michael Jackson. He didn't turn up. Was gutted. Well, you know why, don't you? That's weird, though. We had a Michael Jackson striker on the Hereford save, didn't we? We didn't actually sign him. There was a bit of a debate around at the time whether we should sign him just for his name. Bayern have dropped more points there. Did Mainz win? Did Dortmund lost? Mainz are good, everybody. I think our main title rivals might be Mainz this year. They've just beaten Dortmund 4-1. They're really good. And they've got a Brazilian pulling the strings as well. Which makes me think we should sign him. I'm going to scout him again. Mainz have beaten Dortmund 4-1. I think they drew with us. Did they beat Bayern before as well? They beat Dortmund 3-0 in the cup. They beat Dortmund 4-1 in the league. Where's the Bayern game? Have they played them yet? They beat Bayern as well. They're genuinely really good. Maybe he was checking if Annie was okay. Christ. I watched a program on the reaction of Elvis's death in 77. Grown men and women in tears in the streets all across America. Yeah, it's weird when that that sort of fandom reaches those levels, isn't it? It's quite a weird, like, psychologically, I find that very interesting. It's almost like I'm like seeing things about like the sidemen these days, which not quite on those levels, but like the reaction that people that have around them it's madness. Like One Direction and Bieber and things. People like faint in their presence. It's very odd. But I wonder, like, it's weird, like thinking like how we've evolved to have that in us as an instinct for some people. It's strange. I find those things interesting. We have these conversations quite a lot, don't we? All right. So that's a good win, actually. I think we kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but a 3-1 win away from home. I know Dusseldorf aren't all that. They are 10th, but I'm happy with a 3-1 win away from home. Anthony scoring twice. On the down low, a very good signing for us. Actually, not even on the down low. Straight up out there. What celeb will bring you to tears if they go? Probably Wafia, I'd imagine. No, I genuinely would be really sad about that, actually. Like Touchwood and all that. Doesn't happen. Always found it weird when someone famous dies, but the family haven't announced it, but the medical spokesman says something on the lines of, we can confirm a 50-year-old... yeah, that's always weird, isn't it? That is always weird. Good about Taylor this morning. Yeah, actually, I did... I saw that just before the stream. That is really sad. Again, that's one from, like, my childhood growing up. Foo Fighters were a big part of that. I remember, yeah. So, yeah, Taylor Hawkins died this morning, was it? Or last night? They announced this morning. Very sad. Very sad indeed. But yeah, John, that is always weird when they announce it like that. Died of a heart attack, and they're like, well, we kind of know who that is. Is Judith Chalmers still on the scene? I don't know. Can anyone check? Check on Judith? I assume she's all right, but, you know, I don't know. I know 50 best players in the world. It's not the next gen. It's the 50 best. When do we get the next gen? You've told me this before. Is it March? I think it's March. Do we have any players who are in the top 50? I don't think we do we? Neymar's the best Brazilian then. According to this still. We should probably keep an eye on who the best Brazilians are. Ederson was in there, I think, before. Gabby Jesus is still in the top 50. He's at Barcelona now. And then finally, Ederson and Casemiro, look. It's not many Brazilians that are like... We definitely don't have any players in there then. End of March. It is end of March. There you go. I thought so. We did talk about that before, didn't we? We did discuss. Right. All right, then. Did I do like a... I don't know if I even did the tweet thing this morning, did I? Not sure. I think we just crack on. We've got 13 days, actually, until our next game, which is nice. I assume it's an international break, but actually having a bit of a break is probably good here because we played 2nd, 6th, and then 9th, so we're going to be quite tired. Pele or Ronaldinho? For me, Ronaldinho, but again, that's like the recency thing. Ronaldinho was just a joy to watch, wasn't he? So, yeah. Judith Chalmers is fine. She's living in Barbados. Oh, well, there you go. Now we know. Now we know. Good, glad to hear it. She's living her best life, isn't she? You even put a note reminder thing in your calendar for the next gen, unless that was something different. No, you didn't dream that. I did do that, Weasel. You're absolutely right. I forgot about the note that I put to remind me of something. You are completely correct. You didn't dream that. Although that would be a very weird dream. Very specific to have dreamt that, wouldn't it? Right. Overall workload of players. Probably should look at training a little bit again. It's been a while since I last did that. Ronaldinho passes the eye test more than any other player I've seen in world football. Yeah, massively. On Jaffin, they were talking about the gait of players, weren't they? But Henderson has a weird gait and Fergie wouldn't sign him. And then you look at players and they're just silky. Because they were talking about Oliver Skip, weren't they? Thiago's my one. And it makes the memes happen where it's like Liverpool fans when Thiago does a 5-yard pass. But they are beautiful when he does do a 5-year pass. So 5-yard pass. So who else? Who would you say, chat? Who's the most aesthetically pleasing footballer that you can remember seeing? Or not that you can remember seeing. Who's your favourite player in terms of how aesthetically pleasing they are? Thiago's got to be up there for me. He's beautiful. Laudrup. Yeah, Laudrup, definitely. Harry Maguire. Yeah. To be honest, because he's playing for United, I do find that aesthetically pleasing when he's like... when it looks like the ball is just constantly a little bit too caught up under his feet, isn't it? It's just like he's kind of like arching over the ball that a little bit too much. Larson. Forestieri is actually a decent shout. Forestieri, I always thought when he was at like... was it Wednesday? I always thought he could get... he's got a big move in him. In the same way, this is a throwback. Benito Carboni. Who's with me? Who's with me? Pete Messi for sure, yeah. Ozil, definitely very slick, wasn't he? Ozil. Letitia. Very, the ball was glued to his feet, wasn't he? I mean, the actual answer is Messi. Yeah, but that's a bit of it. Zola was definitely one, yeah. Zola was for sure one. Yeah, Di Canio in a way as well, actually, I liked. Maybe less. Yeah, no, I'd put Di Canio in there. Juninho, for sure, the Middlesbrough one. Was thinking Carboni at the same time. That's weird, Sideys. I think because we mentioned Forestieri, probably your brain went Sheffield Wednesday, then it went Carboni. Okocha, loved Okocha. These are like all my favourite players. Maybe I'm not alone in that, but these are like my favourite players. I did film studies first year at college, and I made my film that I did was me taking a free kick in my garden, but then as I like ran up to take it, it interjected to like loads of free kick specialists, and like it had like I think Baggio was on there, and like all of the best ones basically, and like grainy footage of them taking the same free kick, you know, that obvious one where it's like the right footer into the top left corner, that one. It was actually quite good. I wish I could find that. It turned out really well. It had John in goal. It was also, I filmed it, it was quite a snowy day, which is annoying. Yeah, Totti definitely, he's up there. We're thinking of like silky players, aren't we, really, for this? I think Kante has to be up there. The way he plays football is so unique. Yeah, actually, in a completely different way. You're probably right. Did you pass film studies? Yeah, I did pass film studies. I didn't do it for the 2 years. I only did it at AS level because I realised actually nowadays it'd probably be more useful. But I was like, it's probably not something I want to go and do and go into. So I stopped doing it. You know, you like change it up after the first year. But I did the AS, yeah. Who do you think is the best free kick taker of all time? It's probably like that Juninho, the Leon one, someone like that. It's someone who's actually probably not like the best players of all time, just in terms of like output for free kicks. He was pretty good, wasn't he? Senny was very good at them. Didn't watch Pires at the time, but by his highlights, yeah, Pires was silky, very silky, and also very unique in his you know, the way he carried himself. Beckham was actually very silky in a different way, wasn't he? I don't know if Beckham was the best free kick taker of all time. He scored some worldies and quite a lot of them, but I remember him missing a lot of them. Maybe that's just because you see more of them, and I didn't watch enough of like Juninho to see him miss them. Yeah, exactly, John, yeah. Oh, Milahajlovic at Inter and stuff. Inter and Lazio, right? What am I doing here? I'm trying to praise somebody, but I'm talking instead. Angelo training well as well. Have we got those 15s yet? The 16, sorry, no. What have I got him training, actually? I think it was quickness, shooting. Shooting is 12. I don't know if that's actually gone up. Hang on a second. I've got the 92-93 face pack loaded in because I did that video. So it doesn't really affect this save too much unless you go to players like, or like managers and coaches like Phil Neville. For example, is he even on this save? He might not be. No, he's not. But like Ollie French has got a random photo. Who is Ollie French, really? Because he's got a photo. He is just Oliver French, but he's got some Arsenal player. Look, who is that? Why does he have a photo? Ward-Prowse is really good at free kicks as he's in FM. He's really good at them, yeah. Again, he doesn't score like everyone, but he's really good, to be fair, yeah. Phil Jones is a director of football. Get him. Is he actually? Phil. Right. FM, can you explain to me? I've searched Phil J and James Milner's the first player that's come up. What? Why? Is that what Ollie looks like, is it? Why is James Milner the player that's come up first? He is. Oh, thank you.
Bruce 17 resubscribed X16.
Thank you, Morgan.
Also this. Time flies when you're having fun and making affiliate links with random German clubs named after invertebrates.
This is
Keep
true.
up the good work, and I hope the house move all goes smoothly.
Hey, Morgan, thank you very much for the 16 and the nice message. I appreciate you, buddy. I hope you're all good too. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate that. Do coaches develop stats and how? Through licenses? Yeah, usually through licenses. They will develop and they are dynamic in that they will improve as well over time. Yes, this does happen. I had the pic change that I like that the Liverpool young player Gordon had a 50-year-old man's picture. Really? Cade Gordon? That's a weird one. But yeah. Great knowledge attributes. I didn't see them, but I can imagine they were quite poor. Goat, hello. Yeah, Goat's back, everyone. This is weird, isn't it? It's nice. Hope you are, my friend. And David, how you doing, dude? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Right, let's... we've still got 7 days to go until this next match. Can you do the goat sound? I don't know where it is. I'm not going to do it myself, and I don't know where, like... I haven't got it on a button or anything. Have I, actually? I don't think I've got it on a button. Sounds... Do you know what I have got on the button? Just realised I've got this. Everybody! If you don't know what this is, then where are the lights? The lights don't come up. Got that on there. These are the sounds I've got on there.
That had a decent amount of power on it.
And this. That goes on for a while. We've got this.
Okay.
Thank you for Rogerio. Thank you for the follow. And also this. So we're basically fully decked out in terms of sounds. There's no Tom Cannonball on there. The only one is the Yambo as well, which is weird.
Okay.
I started watching you when Yambo was carrying your Malvern team to the Premier League. That's the one. That's the one. Na 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 na. Yambo. Should we bring back like proper songs like that? I know we've got like these ones.
Gabby, 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 Gabby. You're my boy. You're my boy.
You're my Gabby boy. Ow. Should we do some proper ones? Axel on the wing. I don't know where all of these are. That's not a proper song. No, that's just like a clip, isn't it? I guess we had like the Arthur one. Is that still on here?
And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you can learn to work and play and get along with each other.
You got to listen to your heart. Listen to la vie. Don't know why I always want to do that. It's just it seems like the natural progression for that. Hey, FM Girl. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Raiders. How's Wrexham? I assume you're still doing Wrexham. I assume. Thank you. How was the stream? Look at these lovely bobbing cats. Let's get some Lennies to fight the cats. Chat, you know what to do. I want some Lennies. Do it. I want cats and Lennies. There we go. Fight the cats. That's a weird sentence. Thank you, FM Girl. I hope you're well, my friend. And I hope the stream went well. I hope you're all good. Raiders, welcome in. We're doing Hertha Brazil. If you're new here, chat, can you... No, not fight cats. No. If can an existing viewer explain what the stream so far has been like, please, to the Raiders? Not necessarily the save, but some of the conversations we've had, because I don't know how to summarize it, to be honest. We've been in all types of directions, haven't we? But, you know, I feel like that's the best way. A mess. That's harsh. No vertebrae, just vibes so far. That's true, to be fair. That is true. Germany under 18s. Renato Mora, you're playing for Germany under 18s. GG's to you. Confusing. That's actually... No. The spineless sound. Where is it actually? Is it here? Spineless. Spineless sound is still here. You're all good. That's still here. I revealed I'm a dancing queen. That's true. A Stranger One show. Yep. We talked about dead celebs and if the likes of Judith Chalmers are still alive, which she is, living happily in Barbados. So there we go. Foot Panther, how you doing, buddy? Just binge watched loads of your YouTube videos. Going to try that United 4213. Go for it, Foot Panther. Let us know how you get on. And thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're good. Did you see George Clooney? George Clooney is interested in Derby. I didn't see that. No. Snake hips, Clayton. Worm hips. I do have worm hips. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't see that, but that's a fun one, isn't it? That's hilarious, but funny. It is. Judith Chalmers. He. Did I miss that news? She. I meant she. What do you call? Yeah, actually, this is a good question for any raiders. A two-seated chair outside that is an outside. So you think of outside furniture, but it's the two-seater one. So you can't just call it a chair or a seat. What do you call it? I think the answer is a double seat. A bench? Nah, it's not a bench. Right. It's made of, what's that material called? There's like rattan. Is that what it's called? Rattan chair. It's like that, but it's a two-seater. Two-seater. Let me get a picture. And to be honest, it's probably not the one with the chair in the middle. It's just a double seat. It's not a sofa though, is it? Google. I can't find a good picture of it to accurately represent what this thing is. Maybe like that. Right. This. What do you call this? Lounger. What do you call that one that's above me there? That one. What do you call that? That might be too long. It's a little bit rattan lounger. It's maybe a little bit... Yeah, it's kind of wickery. Bench? Do you call that a bench? The one that Lenny was on is actually... It's probably not as high quality, and it's a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter, but there's one of them. Sofa. Expensive. I think it was from IKEA. I don't think it was expensive. Ratan Ibrahimovic. Right. Thanks, Job. I mean, you can stay. You're going to fit in here. But cushion bench. Tory bench. Yeah, okay. Garden furniture. Yeah, but is it a seat? Is it a bench? Is it a chair? Is it a sofa? Is it a lounger? Does that go into the home items pun contest? I guess it does. Ratan Ibrahimovic. I guess it does, yeah. Anyway, that's what we've been debating this morning, mainly. Things like that. We have played one game of FM as well, and we did win it as well, so that was good. Caligari is developing. This is good. Be nice if he could get some more greens, some more 16s, couldn't he? According to the store, they call it a two-seater rattan. Do you trust them as experts? No, they know nothing. They know nothing. It's an impulse purchase and never gets used. Then it's ruined by the British weather. Do you live my life, Job? Do you live my life? And I assume your name's not actually Job, it's Rob. But there we go. Taking up the space where the goal should be. The garden's very much not big enough for a goal. There you go. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it, Otto? But yeah, I think that's quite a fun video as well, actually. There's Caligari developing nicely. So's Angelo. Does he have those 16s yet? Still no. Just one flare. But he's doing very well, is our Angelo. 12 and 11 this year. Keep it up. Keep it going. But where would that bench wear a tie? Great question. Thank you for the follows, by the way. I actually go through a few of these. Luke, Niall, Foot Panther, Reedy, Rogerio, Sides, Tompad, JT. Thank you all for the follows today. I appreciate you. Any gardening tips? No. I have none. I often think I'd like to be good at gardening. And then the thought of going out and doing gardening is... can't bother. Love seats. Yeah, maybe, Orion. We had that one earlier. I think that's very pretentious. To say, basically, the sentence was, Lenny's outside sat on that thing. If I'd said Lenny's outside on the love seat, then... I think chat would have like ridiculed me. I hate it when those other Rob Jordans get to stuff first, Rob. There's like there's a Clates on Twitter that has the handle Clates, and he's tweeted once that says, wondering what the hell Twitter is in 2008. Can I have that account? No, apparently not. So, but it's just upsetting, to be honest. Padded bench. Yeah, I'd get behind that maybe. Anyway, I like walking around garden centres. Don't really buy anything. You give off good gardening vibes. I'm playing FM, just missed 2 pens in 2 minutes, Lewis. Yikes. Did he get an answer? Don't know. Maybe not, because I don't think he's been back on Twitter since then. I don't know, and I keep reporting it as well, Morgan. I really want it because my handle is Clates FM, and I don't want it to be. I want it to be Clates, but I can't get it because that bloody Clates has it. Right, let's get ready for this game here. Is Bruno back? Bruno is back. Let's do Antonio because Paqueta's tired. Luis Felipe and Gabriel. The team is pretty much back to first choice. We're playing Cologne at home. And that's going to be the team. Let's do it. Padded bench sounds more like seating in a mental institute. It does there, yeah. You've deleted your Twitter now. What, is yours that one? Also, mod predictions. Bruno got back, yeah. Is Dan here to do a Dan365? There's an M Breezy on Twitter who hasn't tweeted or even liked any tweets. Infuriating. So annoying. You'd think that they could do something about it, but Twitter is like the one place where they can't. Like on Twitch, you get like, as soon as we got partnered, it was like, oh, do you want to change to, do you want to change your username to just Clate? And I was like, yeah, like straight away. And they did it immediately. But Twitter, no. Maybe you need to get verified. Maybe that's what you need to do. So I think you should all go and follow. I think you have to have a certain amount of mentions as well. So can you all go and follow me and at me saying, Worm Hips Clayton? Why not I just think of adding an FM on the end? Yeah, that's true, Job. And I'm going to call you Job. Right, here we go. I almost played this is what I almost clicked instead of changing scene there. So there you go. You can have it now. Let's get ourselves ready for this game here. We are playing Cologne away at home, actually. First highlight is them on the attack down the right-hand side. Good memories. Yeah. Good memories indeed. Here come... Oh, okay. I thought we were going to nick it. Here come Cologne. Is this going to be them scoring? Jatta. He's at the bar. Fine. Leave rubbish. Leave rubbish. Lewis is having a horrible time on FM, this seems. How similar is this to the Mick Caracho instruction-wise? Not a million miles off it, to be fair. Not a million miles off it, which is a real throwback. I actually should check that and have a look at it. It's probably not... It's basically what I like the go-to for this type of tactic is usually anyway. So it's probably not far off it. I will actually have a look. Twitter is protecting themselves from the risk of impersonation if an old account is given away. If that original Clates had written something dodgy 10 years ago, but then you got access, then you'd be the one blamed. Yeah, but like... I get that, I suppose. But can you not see that it hasn't written anything? Surely you can just check any past tweets. Like, that... It's all of your old tweets are logged, even if they're deleted, surely, somewhere. You'd think. And if not, that's what they should do instead. We've scored, by the way. It's Luis Felipe. We're 1-0 up. It's from a set piece. Lovely ball in from Tellez. He gets another assist. Felipe's unmarked at the back post to head in. Happy days. I remember once in year 9, my teacher had the Ring doorbell and the postman came, and then a class of 30 kids just started shouting at the postman. I like it. Nice. Twitter's a horrible website. I love it as a website, really, but it is sometimes it's a bit of a yikes, isn't it? And some aspects of it is a bit dodge. The good parts are good. Like, it's funny, isn't it? And that, but yeah, sometimes. We're 1-1. That was a lovely goal from them. They've cut through us and equalised. 99% of the time, I won't delete it though. Yeah, maybe that's where I'm at with it. It's good for memes though, and I do like memes. We would have been top as well if we didn't just concede. I think we probably... Oh, we are still top with a draw, but... Oh, and Martinelli's just gone off injured. That's annoying. Shall we do... I'm going to do Carlos Vinicius today, I think. How many footballers can you think of that have their own role, i.e. a Makalele? There's not many, is it? But yeah, Makalele's like the archetypal one of those, isn't it? For sure. The Makalele role. Don't know, what other ones can you think of? Right, we've got a corner. We're at least good from set pieces. It's headed away. Penalty! We're going to win a pen. I don't know what that was. Was it a push, I think? On Gabriel, maybe? Robin? I don't know if it's his own position, but he had his own, like, move, really. Like, finishing move. Which, by the way, Luis Diaz, look out for it. He hasn't really done it much for Liverpool yet, but look out for the Luis Diaz. Yes, there we go, 2-1. Cut him from the right-hand side, a la Robin from the left. Wait for it. He did it again for Colombia the other night. Callum Wilson for being injured. That's harsh, but maybe true. Order's been resumed. Carry on. Thank you. That's good, Lewis. I'm glad. Is the Makalele role now renamed the Kante role? I think it's a very different role, to be fair. Kante is not the Makalele role in that... Well, I think they're separate. I know what you mean. I think Kante might be one that kind of does have his own role because he just does everything, doesn't he? Neto, you've just about saved that. Just. If we didn't have Twitter, there wouldn't be such a thing as doom scrolling. Without that, how would I feel? Yeah, exactly, gambling. Exactly. Makalele more of an anchor. Kante's more dynamic. Exactly right. Libero for Beckenbauer. Is that just sweeper? Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Between those two, Stino. But yeah, Beckenbauer probably did bring about his own role, didn't he? Muller for the Raumdeuter. Yeah, that's true. Mandzukic for the wide target forward. Yes. I'd go along with both of those, to be fair. Right, half time. 2-1 up. Both from set pieces. We could... Oh, we almost had a third from a set piece there. Bergkamp creating the modern 10. Potentially, yeah, Parker, that's true. Potentially. But Carlos for fullbacks. It's not his own role. That maybe. He did kind of... There's a difference between, like, setting the trend and or like, revolutionizing things. I don't know. Oh, my word, he's gone for a Rabona cross. There were probably defenders doing it slightly, but he maybe did set the trend and make it popular, maybe. Roberto Carlos. For, like, Marcelo to follow afterwards, etc. Teddy had his own role. Yeah, that's true. I like thinking of the development of football, though. It's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Pirlo for the deep line playmaker. Again, there's probably players that did it, but he did do it in his own way, didn't he? He definitely had his own style to it. Very much like didn't move, but stood there and did manage to dictate the whole game from where he was. I find roles kind of get renamed as the old player retires and is before the time. Yeah, that's also true. Like it's not the role whilst they're still playing very often, is it? It's kind of afterwards. Regista, yeah, maybe Regista, but you know that role, just deep lying in that midfield. Vinicius now has a knock himself. I'm going to bring on Bocao and trust him, even though we're only 1 goal to the good here. Also going to do Bruno for Paqueta. Not loving the fact that it's only a 1-goal game with 15 to play. So let's concentrate this in a little bit. 9 minutes to play. We have another free kick. This would be nice to just add a... Let's put it wide. That should have been it. Yeah, the Ajax team probably had loads of ones that redefined everything, didn't they? Whenever I hear Kante, I just think of the bike helmet. That was a classic. That was a classic time, wasn't it? We've won the game. I don't think we were at our imperious best here, but we have won again. It was goals from Felipe and Telles, both from set pieces. One being a penalty after a corner won us the penalty. It does mean, though, we go top because... No, we don't. Mainz have won. Mainz weren't winning before. Bayern have won. Dortmund have won. And I assume Mainz have won quite late from an own goal as well. So, as you were, really, we just stay with it. It's a good job we got the win. Otherwise, we would be falling behind people. We take it. Happy. Happy with that as a performance. Hello, EJ. How are you, my friend? Good morning. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in on your Saturday mornings. Hope you've got lovely weekends all teed up. 3 to 4 weeks for Martinelli. That's actually a bit of a loss. He doesn't score as many these days, Martinelli, but he is quite important for us, isn't he? No, not this weekend, Jan. I have plans later on today, I'm afraid, so there's no showdown for me this time around. Hopefully soon. If not, who do you favour? Who do we see winning? It's hard to say until it starts. Like the squads. I think Ben's squad looks good. I'm still backing Mike. I think Mike will do bits again. I think it's about time anyway. He's very much a nearly man these days, isn't he? Zealand will do well. I think between Mike and Zealand for me. Ben has the worst. To be fair, on Ben's, if Mbappe turns up, that's actually a big deal. If Mbappe is a bit meh, which he can be, that is he's kind of a bit mudded. We'll see, won't we? Sweet Left Foot should win. His squad is redonkulous. It's really good, isn't it? It's very I can see a lot of players that I would have picked in that squad for sure. Otto, yeah. Roles are named after players, as most people aren't intelligent FM players that understand words. Yeah, that's true. That's true. John, you are right on that, actually. Was the most interesting matchup, do you reckon? Holly's team is solid, definitely. I did say to Holly afterwards, I was like, that's a very good first draft for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how she goes. I think she's obviously the least experienced FM player, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes the button clickers can fall foul of their button clicking. And I don't think Holly's going to be a button clicker, which I think during these tournaments is actually... You'll see it with Zealand. Sometimes it can win you games, but very often it can lose you games. And Zealand does this a lot. Like, there's a lot of people who are guilty of this, I think, sometimes. Clicking buttons for the sake of clicking buttons. And I'll say this. This is why Mike hasn't won one yet, because he overthinks and does too much. Kevin Chapman does very little, as you'll notice. And I had to, like... When my improvement through them was when I realised that actually... Just if you think your plan is good, let it play out and see. Holly as the newbie will either finish bottom 2 or win the league. Probably, yes, you'd say that. I probably agree. Although there is also a universe where I can see that she does okay and then also has some games where she loses and finishes mid-table and will be happy with that, I think. Gay and KWP expect to start today. Are England playing today, are they? I didn't even know that, because international friendlies at this stage of the season, can we bin them? What a waste. Obviously, we need the international break for, like, that Wales game was insane, but, like, international friendlies, come on. Is it Switzerland at 5:30? RDF, what do you think about him in the FMSS League? I'll be interested to see. He knows his stuff, obviously, RDF. I'm not massively enamoured with his squad. But I used to pick squads that people said were rubbish, and then we'd win the league and the whole thing. So, yeah. Again, first time, it's a bit of an unknown quantity. So we'll see. I like him, though. I think he knows his stuff for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how Diz does. Yeah, big time. Big time. It's going to be a really fun watch, actually. I'm a bit sad that I can't really watch it tonight, but I will. I'll probably be watching the VOD back. Yeah, exactly, Morgan. Exactly. He's got... I hate this phrase. He's got draft experience, which I think that I do think the Showdown's a different kettle of fish as well. Completely. Mike's squad was good. Was good or wasn't anymore? The Diz reveal was really good, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. It was good. Let's face it, it's only Kevin 7 times, as Clex didn't play in most of these tournaments. Exactly. I did play in quite a lot of them, but not all of them. Quite a lot of them I didn't. Exactly. And he keeps going on about that I didn't win one when he was in it. I did. One of the 2 wins, he was in it, which he just seems to lie about. So, there we go. Right, we've got some injuries here for this Zenit St. Petersburg game. So, I think it is a good chance. They are bottom of the group. I think it is a good chance to maybe give, like, a couple of players a run out here. Unfortunately, I can't give, like, Bokau a run out because he's not in the Europa League, your Champions League squad, which is a shame. RDF Zealand could be a long game with all the clicking. Yeah. Could be a fun one to watch, though, for sure. He also said that you're the only one who knows what they're doing. He did say that, too, to be fair, yeah. Nah, Kev's always very nice about me, which is always good. And, yeah, he does win it a lot, doesn't he? That's why I'm always like, I don't really want to do the fake rivalry thing. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure it's really me. I don't know. People love it, don't they? Like the rivalries and stuff on Twitter. I'm always like, it's always a bit forced for me. So, I don't know. I find it's not my comfort zone doing that. It's fine until he brings up a little... Exactly. First, I'm a little disappointed with the people on the loan because they didn't know how many players from other leagues other than England. Is that weird? However, everyone out there has been playing Football Manager for a long time. Just personal opinion in case someone from Lowdown is present in this stream. The people on loan because they didn't know many players from other leagues other than England. I wonder if that was... I think they do know them, Sylvia. Maybe it was just that actually they were focusing on the ones from England. And maybe that was just... because that's a preference thing, isn't it? So I can see that maybe some people weren't like that. But also, if you think of what the majority of the audience is that just not playing to the audience and talking about the people that... Like, your background is probably in the minority in that, isn't it? So, I'm not sure. And I'm sure they take that on board and wouldn't see it as... I don't think that's particularly critical. I think that's okay. Jack wasn't like that. What do you mean? Jack wasn't like what? With the you mean with the rivalries and things, Otto? I don't think Jack's ever had a rivalry with anyone, has he? Jackie's just way too nice. Not too nice. It's a good thing to be nice, I think. Right, let's do this team. We've got injuries here, so I guess the team is just going to be this. Caligari was a bit tired, so I'm going to swap him. Evan Ilson to get a start. We don't really have other choices, do we? So, yeah. Frenchinho Jr.'s on the bench. 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Let's do it. Pure meat, baby. Yeah. Jack is a rival to himself. Yeah. There you go. Breezy. Low down perspective here. When it's a nation-based draft pool, there are some skill players that we're not always aware of, but we do try to pick out some hidden gems. Yeah, and also, like, beforehand, the lowdown have to pick out players that they think are going to be drafted. So, like, obviously, like, if they did, like, a big part on a player that ends up not getting drafted, it's a waste of everybody's time. So you have to think about the production point of view in it and the working behind the scenes and stuff, that they're not going to randomly pick up some, like, second division, like, I don't know, Italian guy that's probably not going to get picked and stuff. So, yeah. Remember when Asim was on the not pick list? Yeah, Mike said don't pick him. And I'm pretty sure he's tried to pick him since. So he did apologise a lot about the Asim thing. He was amazing for us, wasn't he, in that showdown? I find the panel tends to be only familiar with other leagues if they happen to have played that league. Yeah, maybe if they know that player. We've scored. It's Rodrigo. We're 1-0 up. Get in. Yeah, Mike wrote a letter to apologise about that. He did. Tellez hits the bar. Rodrigo snuffles up the chance afterwards. From the times I've used a Seaman in FM, he's really bad. Nah. You're using him wrong. You're using him wrong. He tore it up 2 showdowns. Was it 2 showdowns in a row for us? Both times we've used him in a showdown, he's absolutely torn it up. Or you've got a case of the Daniels, because Dan's used him like in practices and things that we've done, and he was terrible for Dan, but good for everybody else. Snuffles up the chance. Exactly, go. He's all about the player instructions. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's how you use him, which you could probably say about a lot of players, couldn't you, to be honest? Imagine struggling with a Seaman. Could never be me. Exactly. I'd much rather be honest and say I've not heard of this player than, yeah, exactly. Then look how good he is. It's a talking point. It's honesty, and I think it's also, it's not Sky Sports News, is it? Like, you don't have to have that accountability for knowing exactly everyone. You can be like, you're there to represent the audience in lots of ways. I think that's fine. It was Kev that had him afterwards, John. Yeah, SMS was brilliant for Foxy, and then Kev took him to stop Foxy taking him, and he was terrible, awful for him. That was exactly it. It's about how you use them. It's about whether you set up for them. It's about whether, because everyone has their own sort of approach. If that doesn't fit your approach, then they won't work, and if it does, they will. Snaffle, is that what he did? Is snaffle the word, Goat? To breathe heavily through your nose due to a cold or crying. No, that's what Lenny does, just breathing normally. Does SMS deserve to be as good on FM these days? I'm not sure. Again, I don't really know how he's been doing as much in Italy. Not sure. He's fantastic. He's been linked with Manchester United since about 2008, hasn't he? You need to draft for the tactic, not the other way around, so you should not be shoehorning in. No. And I think that's where that's caught us out in the past as well, hasn't it? With like different players coming, like when you get given a play and you try and shoehorn them in, it's like, oh, it's not great, that. Even top players like Haaland, Ronaldo, Messi are very hit and miss. Yeah, which is again the Mbappe thing for Ben. If I was him right now, I would be tweaking whatever his approach was to start with, and playing and practicing and tweaking and looking at the numbers for every game to see how he can get the best out of Mbappe. And then you're praying that he gets a good roll of the dice on that particular, for tonight when they actually start playing that particular save game, because that's where you're going to get the most out of him. That's where you're going to get the most out of that squad. He has good numbers, does he? Then yeah, fair enough then. We're 2-0 up here in the first half. This is a good performance. Could be 3 here. It's bouncing around, but it's not going to be 3. This gives us a really good chance of qualifying. I assume that Atalanta are playing Real Madrid here, which puts us top of the group. Are they drawing? I always felt that not worth paying a premium for an elite goalkeeper is unfair. I think it's unfair. There are some that are not worth it. Handanovic, absolutely worth paying premium for. We tried it with Edison because I think it is worth paying the premium, but but some goalkeepers are just a bit erratic, and you don't want erratic. Ederson was too erratic when I took him in a showdown, and it was just rubbish. So, like, he'd come out and flap at crosses, whereas Handanovic will win you a showdown by being really good. With inside forwards a bit better post-patch he needs to use. Mbappe definitely better off the wing, by the way. 100%. In my Barcelona save, as soon as I started moving Mbappe wide, I was like, oh, he might not... He scored loads as a striker, but in terms of just being better and seeing more in the engine and seeing him influence things so much better from wide. Yeah, like when we had Gordon Banks, absolutely awful. Angus Gunn though, the GOAT. So is that still on here actually?
What a save! Angus Gunn.
There you go. There's a throwback. We had Gordon Banks, who was supposed to be the best goalkeeper on the game when they created him, and he was awful. We dropped him for Angus Gunn, who was less than $1 million. Do you get a chance to play in the team beforehand? Do you start cold in the showdown? I so wonder if the simpler tactics are not the way to go. You do get a chance to play around with it and test, yes. You'll get access to the database, maybe usually on the Saturday morning, so they should probably have it today. They might have got it last. No, actually, Matt's, I think, got quicker at it. Probably on Thursday, Friday, I think they would have had it, and they could go and test through. But it's very difficult to test through with that because it's offline, and playing PvP against real players is where that makes the difference. So it's one of those. It's like, how much do you trust that? But what I would be trying to do is trying to get the system just so that you get the best numbers out of which players you need to get numbers out of. For example, if you're getting terrible ratings of one particular position, you need to tweak around that. Like, that's why you get like your DLP taking free kicks, etc., to boost those average ratings, etc., etc. Allison was terrible for Z when he had him, but then you have Schwaller, who turned into Prime Neuer. Yeah, goalkeepers are a coin toss anyway, but I don't believe that it's unfair to... There are ones that are worth the premium. I don't think I've ever seen Handanovic not be good, for example. And Courtois is quite solid most of the time, I think. Donnarumma, I'd swerve. So, yeah. We've scored a game, by the way. Nobody took Schwaller this time. That's interesting. Evan Ilson scored a goal, by the way.
Okay.
Stu Mac, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Also, Tim, I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you, dude. Yeah, that is strange that no one took him this time. You'd expect them to, especially with the budget and the pool, yeah. Yeah, Handanovic is elite, for sure. Who should I try and rest here? I don't really have players that I want to bring on to rest players, though. Vinicius could get a run out. I think he's a bit injured, but Angelo scored. We'll get him off. We'll rest maybe one of these midfielders. Let's do that. Courtois bags goals as well, so that's a bonus. That's true. So does Donnarumma, though, to be fair, doesn't he? What would your strategy have been with your budget? Buy big at the start and work around those superstars, or build depth first and go big at the end? I don't like the go big at the end thing. Lots of people do like doing that. I don't like that as a system. I think you just miss out. It's not about going big. I think it's going big on the players you want. Like, I'd much rather go big, get the players I want, rather and miss some. I think the lower down, there's obviously some bargain picks and some value to be had, but you prioritize those, and the further you go down, there's more players that are much of a muchness that you can kind of interchange. I don't want to have to go big. Like, I had loads of money left that I didn't spend once because the only big player I could go and get was Roberto Firmino, and I did not want him. And then I got slated on the lowdown for not taking Firmino. I was like, I would much prefer to have like a Carlin Grant than a Firmino, and I'd still do that again now. So I think you go and get, you not necessarily prioritize getting the big players first, but you prioritize getting the players that you think are going to be most wanted and which players are most important for you, for your specific roles. So like, if that is a James Ward-Prowse, which it has been for us in the past, you prioritize getting James Ward-Prowse, because if everything like is based around him, you miss him, and actually what are you doing after that? Is there a player that is his replacement that's as good? Do you have to go and get a Pjanic, which isn't as good? Do you have to go and get whatever it might be? So James Ward-Prowse is the #1 pick, even if actually it means you miss out on an Mbappe. But if you don't get Mbappe, can you go and get a Haaland? Can you go and get a Salah? Can you go and get... Probably, right? I think that's what you have to get sorted out in your head in terms of prioritize, which is difficult because there's so many moving parts, isn't there? This draft, if you miss James Ward-Prowse, you get Max Arnold. You would. I think it's still a big drop-off from James Ward-Prowse to Max Arnold, though, even though Arnold's really good. I don't know what we would have done with James Ward-Prowse for this draft. I think I probably would have had him quite high up the list. Did he go first pick or second pick? Did Holly take him, right? Or was it... I think Holly did. I can't remember, actually. Was it Holly? Was it Holly who took him after Vlahovic? This is why I'd like to see an auction rather than a draft. These priorities become more strategic. The strategic part of it is really good. He was Holly's second. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I would have taken him first or if I'd have taken... I'm not sure. He was second for Holly. Was Souček in this one? I don't think he was he? I'd be trying to pair up that midfield two maybe to start with. I'm not sure. We would have gone second too, James, to be fair. What did James say? Teller dropping a 10. I'd have tried to get... I know you can't in this one, but I'd have absolutely... Was Teller's Brazilians in it for this World Cup? I don't know. Tellers is insane on FM. Absolutely insane. He's just dropped a 10 out of 10 there because he's got 2 assists. He's so good. We've had... Jesus Christ. How have we not talked about this game, by the way? We've had 50 shots. We've just won 4-0 and had 50 shots. It's the European nations. Okay, yeah, there you go. I thought so. And then I was like, actually, was it... It's World Cup, so actually was there Brazilians in there? No, you're right. It was the European countries. So no, Tellez wasn't in there. Lukaku would have been first choice. Yeah, you're right, actually. Lukaku first, then James Ward-Prowse would have been the 2, which would have been difficult to get both, but probably maybe doable. I think a lot of people left James, like Ward-Prowse, didn't they? Not sure. That was an interesting one with Van Dijk as well, wasn't it? I think Van Dijk went down to what, like 6th pick or something? Have we qualified yet or not? I don't think we have we? Very nearly. There's one game to go and we play Atalanta. But it's head-to-head, is it? Then swept around for a Varane if he was still there, yeah. Ben's got Varane, hasn't he? We really like Varane in FM. Yeah, you're probably right. Czech haven't qualified. There you go, okay. First pick is normally predictable, as all managers have their initial favourite. Yeah. Ben has Varane and Lukaku. Yeah, Ben can do... And Mbappe. I'll tell you what. People don't like Ben's team, but it's a team that I probably would have ended up with. That's a squad that I would have picked. Oh, sorry. He doesn't have Lukaku, does he? He has Mbappe instead. You're right. Mike has Lukaku. Okay, there. To be fair, though, I've had a showdown that's had Varane and Mbappe. I've picked Mbappe, I think, a couple of times in showdowns. Maybe not in... This was a bit of a risk, wasn't it? Using it in what was a tighter budget, but yeah. Who does Ben have in his midfield? He's got no beefy men. That's the thing. We'd have a Zagadou in there. Like, do you remember, like, people talk way more about Zagadou in this year's FM. We had them in showdowns way back and had a song and everything. Like, we've been doing Zagadou since about FM 20. You prefer the tighter budgets? I think I might prefer the tighter budgets. As a viewer, I think so. Big, tall, fast. Exactly. It's been our... Like, I heard loads of people talking about... Like, Dan was...
Brand Hughes resubscribed.
Hey, Brand Hughes.
Morning plates.
Brand Hughes. Brand, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for the 16. Appreciate you, dude. Hope you're well, my friend. I do really appreciate that. JT, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. Yeah, we've been banging the big, tall, fast drum since a long time. Since we used to take Tosin Adrabayo in showdowns, etc. Then he had, like, Dan was talking about the big beefy men a lot. I was like, people are clocking on to this. This is... But then maybe Dan's been doing it for a while. I remember when Dan took, like, was it Duvan Zapata? Like, way back. So he gets it. He definitely gets it. I think people are just coming around to that. That is the most meta way now. Ben has Schaumeni and Højbjerg for CM. Not sure about the rest. I saw he has Schaumeni as well, actually. Yeah. Don't know if he's a bit young. He is good. Apart from Koundé, but middle CB is decent. Mike's team is massive apart from Koundé. Yeah, if he plays in middle CB, he'll be fine with Koundé. He's pacey, isn't he? Yeah, but if Mike's team squad is really good and they're all massive, like he's going to do. If he pulls it off well, I think he should be confident. I think there's a big beefy men meta in this year's FM. There absolutely is, JT. There absolutely is. Watch any of my videos where I rank the top. I've done top 10 centre backs and top 10 strikers. Most of them are big beefy men that can run fast. Big, tall, fast. Right, we are playing Freiburg. Some slightly tired beefy men in this game. Who do I start up front here? Who do I start up front here? We can probably put Vinicius on the bench. It's been the meta for around 10 years. Yeah, absolutely. It has. I'd love a draft where you're the max player height, 6'1". Ooh. I'd hate to be in that one, Morgan. Give Bocao a run out. I was thinking that, Jacob. I might do. I think Bocao might start up front with Angelo here. Is that a bit risky? I think it's probably okay. Like, you have to believe in your future. You have to invest in the youth, don't you? I think that's probably okay. Bremer's going to start too as why? Gabriel is a bit tired. I've told him that he's going to play anyway. I refuse to play to the beefy meta. I like my players short and fast. Fair enough. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. All worms, aren't we? Indeed. And now we've been offered worms. Tacticality, how you doing, buddy? Right. That's the team. Bocao's going to start. The youngster. The youngster. He's not big. He's not tall. And he's not particularly fast, is Bocao. But he's got good finishing. And that's what we're hoping for. I trust you to make the difference, midfielders and strikers, attackers. Let's go. It's Freiburg away. I don't know where Freiburg are in the league, actually. They're playing a 4-4-2. And they are... Oh, they're actually 6th. They're not a bad team here. It's probably not the game to be playing an 18-year-old striker, but we are. This is what we're doing. And we're underway. Can we continue? It's been a good run of... We got 50 shots against Zenit in that last game. It's been a good run of fixtures for us today. Can it continue? The same player's missed another pen. I'm upset. It's all right. You won the last game, Lewis. Maybe change your penalty taker, to be honest. Get Alex Telles on the pens. That's what he does. Right, here we go. We've got the ball back and we're trying to get our own attack going. We've got Rodrigo down the left. Angelo's going to make a run in behind. There it is. He's going to hopefully get a cross in here. He gives it to Rodrigo. Gets it back. Rodrigo wants it back again. It's cut out. And they're going to make... Oh, that's a terrible clearance. Hit it, Bruno. Hit it, Bruno. Anthony's in behind. Went into a bit of black eyed peas. Penalty! Oh, no. I've given Telles the big build-up here, haven't I? I've just said about getting him on pens, and now we've got one. Tobias Welts was the referee for us in a game 2 games ago, and he's reffing us again. I feel like bad mentals don't penalise you as much as on CVs, for example, as on their big and beefy. Yeah, no, true. Telles scores! There it is. He doesn't miss penalties, does he? 1-0 to us. Lovely. It's exactly the start I wanted here.
To your heart, yeah.
Sorry about that. I was just enjoying that song for a bit there. They're going to score, aren't they? Good save, Neto. Good save. No Samba that time. We went for that song instead, Dirty Dog. How you doing, buddy? Mainz are losing. Nathan Teller has scored for Gladbach, which is a fun one. Dan likes this. We're away on the break as well with Angelo. We've gone top by 2 points. If it stays like this, we're having a decent season here, aren't we? We're having a decent season. I think the fact that Bayern seem to be not as good might give us maybe a window of opportunity. Might have equalised and we're going to concede. No, we're not. Was he offside? I think he was. Right, yeah, he was. Dan365, reminders. I'd forgotten I'd asked for it. Yeah, Dan, come on. Neto stopped from going back of the net. He did. He did indeed. Long goal kick from them, which we're going to get the ball back from. I'd like a second goal before half-time if it's possible. I've specifically requested it now. Here's Angelo down the left. Probably going to give it back to Telles, is he? He is. Telles to cross. Into Angelo. Bit of nice football here. Bruno. That's a lovely bit of play. Bocao! Samba, everybody! Look at those worm hips. Come on, Bocao. You love it when your youngster scores. You love it when the manager's son scores a goal, don't you? And he's popped it into the back of the net. Couldn't really miss it. Lovely bit of play here. Lovely ball from Bruno. Blocked. It falls back to him. Bocao needs a song. Bocao the net. Can we think of a song? Is that our next song? We get Bocao a song. Do we think he's going to develop enough to deserve us? He is, isn't he? He's going to be good enough. Look at him. Yeah, I think you might need to. No, I hate eccentricity on goalkeepers. Dirty Dog. No, JT. Who said that? What managerial masterpiece, putting him on. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that one. No one even suggested it in the chat, I don't think. Good finish. Yeah, Bockow needs a song. Ideas, please. And we'll get in the recording studio again. Cord FM, thank you for the follow, buddy. Hope you're good. Bayern have just equalised. They were losing again. Cologne were leading. We're 2-0 up. And yes, as somebody mentioned, we do have... Jacob said we do have Bayern away next game, don't we? So we do actually really need to win this game. Eccentricity above 10 is unemployable. Agreed. Just don't do it to yourself. Mainz are losing again. 3-2 down. Don't do it to yourself. You don't want to see them flapping at those crosses and yeah, passing it to them. Just avoid it. Unless there are no Brazilian goalkeepers on your save and you have to. Bocow's in again for another one. Bockow digs the keeper. He's at the bar. Oh, so unlucky. I'm still Bockow from the block. I used to have a little, now I have a lot, but I still know where I come from. Yep. Why is Anthony playing a 6.2, by the way? I know there's a highlight on, but I'm getting him off because I'm thoroughly disappointed. Do we not have anybody who can play wide? Angelo can go there, can't he? And then we can do... Evan Nilsson scored in his last game. Let's do that. Oh, that was unlucky, though. It was a decent... I liked the finish. What he was trying, it just hit the bar. Breaks on here. That's fallen very nicely to Demirovic. We've got some very tired players. We do maybe just need to manage this last half an hour here, especially if they score here. Our squad is knackered because of that Champions League game. Seen the cycling goalkeeper is done for speeding. Did he actually? That's hilarious. Jeong, it's going to be 2. It's at the post. We've got away with it. Well, we're passing it around in the box now. We've got away with that. I guess they got away with the hitting the bar as well a couple of times, haven't they? They've brought on Dennis Jastrzemski, who used to play for Hertha. I want to manage this, but I also look at the bench. I'm thinking, I don't really know who to bring on. I'm going to maybe just stagger these substitutions to see us through this. Maybe take the tempo down in a little bit. That should be a goal, and that's a terrible finish. For someone who's been as good as Angelo has been this year, that was an awful finish from him. Tellez is really tired. Is Ramon on the bench? We're going to do Ramon. Ram on the pitch. Because he was knackered there, Tellez. Good tackle. Don't do anything silly. That's fine. Angelo, make up for that miss now with a nice run and a good pass. Oh, we'll do a back heel to Caligari. That's fine. That's his 16 flair, everybody. Do you see that? That's why you get a player of 16 flair. They do unnecessary back heels like that. Noted, we're about to sign a 19 eccentricity goalkeeper because he's free. I mean, it does make... Yeah. Be worth testing. But if... Oh, yeah, I probably wouldn't, to be honest. Just don't... You're probably going to regret it. Rodrigo, nice big touch outside his man there. Can he get the cross in from here? He gives it to Bruno. A third goal, please. Put the... Angelo. That's a great header. That's a very dangerous touch that Leinhardt just took. Very calm in front of goal. Unlucky, Angelo, there. Who let the Bock out? Who let the Bock out? Who? Someone just clip that. I've done it. It's done. Is that the best we've got? Who let the Bock out? Bockow? I feel like there's something else in there. Maybe, though. Alvarez, good save. That's not Julian Alvarez, is it? Wait, who is this Alvarez that plays up front for Freiburg here? Also, they've got a player called Joe Scally, who I maybe should know who he is, but I don't. Who we do? Who we do? I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got what you said now. 5 minutes to play. We can do our final sub then. Rodrigo for Leonardo off the left. We can do Evan Nilsson off the left. That'll be our final sub. Take the tempo down. Just make it a bit more disciplined. It's actually... I suppose we can waste a bit of time now as well. Let's just see this game out at 2-0. Scally's your right back, is he? What a scallywag, yeah. There you go. Plays for Freiburg now. I still didn't check who that Alvarez is, did I? Antonio, back to the goalkeeper. Love that for time wasting. We should be getting another win here, and then we play Bayern away next, which everyone said we wouldn't make it to. Pass it. You'd have squared it to Bockow. You know how happy that would have made me. Leonardo there. Pass it to the manager's son and that. He didn't, though. Charlotte FC save is quite fun though. That's cool. That was a weird highlight. Good save, Neto again. They're checking the goal line technology. They need to change this. Can we change this in FM23, please? Because what is that showing me? Like, surely you can get an animation of, like, you know, when it goes vertical, like bird's eye over the line to see whether it's over. Surely we can get that coded in somehow. Because that highlight, that particular view there is useless and a waste of time. Useless. Right, another win. Was there an 80s song, Living in a Box? Yes, there was. There was a song. I remember that. That's got legs. That could work. I want the back pass that might have gone over the line, but definitely hasn't highlight gone forever. 100% Breezy. It's awful. Didn't they remove... Yeah, the old goal line technology view was about, like, you basically had to skydive to see it. They used to give you a view that was, like, above the clouds. I don't even know how they got up there to get the camera up there, but they changed that to this one, and then this one's terrible. Yeah, GTA Classic skydive to see whether it was over the line. I need to rest the team. We've got buy-in in 3 days here. No, thank you. I'm not going into that away from home with a tired team. We're top of the league. We're top of the league. We're 7 points clear of Bayern. We're top of the league. Shock. As Dortmund lose again. Mainz lost. All of our rivals lost and we won in that last game. It was massively important. I wish we didn't have Bayern right now. I feel like it could just stunt our momentum a little bit now. False 90s kid, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Oh, it's a bad timing, really. Unless we beat them, and then that way we're on a title charge if we beat them here. Let's rest these guys. So that hopefully we can go into this ready. We've got 3 days. I'll rest for 2. We can do it down 365 when the game comes around. There you go. Right. Loan list notification. Luis Enrique. Don't want him. Transfer list. Yuri has been transfer listed. I don't think he's good enough. João Adriano also transfer listed. Don't think he's good enough. Oh, transfer window soon as well, actually, isn't it? We're coming up to January. We are a month away from January. Shall we just see, actually? Are there any players, Brazilians, that are going out of contract in June or July? In fact, we should see, actually, if there's anyone going out of contract in January, because the Brazilian lads have their window there for their contracts, I think. They go January as the expiry date. What am I trying to do here? We need to do... it'll be about 6:30, Rogerio. The matches probably start just after 7. Declare on one of your goalkeepers as your scouting. Yeah, let's do that. Nationality is Brazilian. Contract status is expiring in 1 month to start with. Anyone with any type of value? No. Not really. Paulinho's back available. He's 36, though. He's probably not one for us, is he? Wellington Nem. Is that the Wellington Nem? It is. FIFA legend. No, I don't think any of these are going to be for us. Have you got an F1 Fantasy League going? I haven't. Dirty Dog, no. Although, maybe we should. I don't really know how that works. I've never done it before, but it could be fun. Jesus. He's really good. Who's this guy? I actually reckon we get him scoring goals. Great mentals and decent enough physicals at 6'2" and good finishing. This guy would score goals. Why have we not found him before? Fernando Caranga. Playing in China. Not really scoring goals. He had 1 good season for CSK Sofia. I'm looking to weekly lose some confidence in that league as well. Yeah, that's kind of how it's going for FPL for me, actually. I'm glad they have the international break just to have some let up. All right, let's look for in 1 year then, because these players like Casemiro, Firmino, Neto, who's ours, obviously. Firmino out of contract could be an interesting one for a season or 2. Out of contract in the summer, look. I'll tell you what we could do. I could add him as a transfer target for the end of his contract. And then they kind of like... Andreas Drack tries to go and sign him. I'm thinking of creating a team with former Wonder Kids of past FMs who never amounted to anything and put them in the bottom tier of English football, seeing how they do. Do it, Otto. That sounds fun. Alexandre João Pedro. Is that the Watford? No, it's the other João Pedro that we really like. Casemiro, 32, would be a really good signing for us, wouldn't he? What would we use him as? I don't know if he's got the legs for box to box, but he would be really good. I don't think he's going to be interested in us. But another one that we should probably just scout him out. Try and get him to be interested. Should I assign a scout? If I cancel that, if we assign a scout, we can just go and watch him loads. Coutinho as well, you know, probably take. Let's get that going. You're unhappy and listed. It wants to return to Brazil, Coutinho. We need you to pay the wages. What do you reckon to that, Barcelona? No. We tried. We tried. Lucas still at Spurs. He is, yeah. Better off Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln's probably better. Weakens Mainz as well, doesn't it? I'm just looking if there's any deals that can be done here. Unfortunately, none of the goalkeepers, it would seem. Let's just see what goalkeepers are going out of contract. That's centre-backs. None. None. Alexander is the most... No. There's just no keepers. They don't exist. Let me look at value instead, in case there's anybody else on there. I like Felipe, but he's 635 now. Yeah, I'm not thinking there's going to be any that we're really missing out on. That's not our Everton, is it? Alexander the Rubbish, yeah. Yeah. It's good to make sure that we're not missing anybody, I suppose, but I don't think we are. I don't think we would be missing anybody. I've got a squash on the go, by the way, so cheers, everybody, for the squash. The coffee has been dusted. Right. Is Gavi for 5 mil initial and 5.5 installments at 17 a good deal? Yes, Rogerio. I would say so. I think that's really good. I had him in the Barcelona save and I really liked him. Bocal's now up to 7k a week, but that's all right. He scores goals. He scores goal. Yeah, that's a really good deal, I think. Board requests, they would like to increase the wage budget. Yes. Fine. I love the idea. Nice one. Thank you, Jer Bruno, who's also got an Arsenal player as his picture now, which is fun. Yes, Jer. We will happily do that. They've increased it quite a lot, actually, by like 50. We've got loads of wages left over. Just in time for January. Can I chuck that into a transfer budget as well? 3 mil. Not really, but we take those. It would have helped us to sign some of those free transfers, wouldn't it? But no. My philosophy is always to sign players like Felipe and Casemiro just to be mentoring players. Yeah, I need to look at the mentoring again, actually, on here. Just make sure, like, Bocal's in a really good one and stuff. I might do that at some point. Let's get to the Bayern game now, though. I need to make sure that Cesar and Bocal are getting the most out of their mentoring, I suppose. And Angelo as well. I might just have a little look at it. What do we do for Bayern, by the way? Do we stick with the 4-2-2, which seems to be winning games? Or do we change it up a bit and go, like, 3 at the back? Do we go like the spanner or the wide spanner? I don't know if I really... I think we stick with it. I think we stick with it. What did we win against Bayern with most recently? Because we usually struggle. I think I'm leaning towards just sticking with this for now, but it might be... You know, I'm going to regret it when we lose. I'm going to be, oh, we should have done that. But no, I think we stick with it. Don't change what's not broken. Yeah, the run of form we're on has been really good, hasn't it? Especially coming off a loss to Real Madrid there. Today, we started with... Well, these are our games that we've done today. Look, 4 wins. It's good. Manage it to a 4-2-3-1 if necessary. Yeah, that's maybe a way to go. Because actually, we've probably got a little thing that we can do in there. We can probably put Anthony into the middle and Angelo can go right wing. Like, we've got the change there if we wanted to just make it a 4-2-3-1. Like, we've got the personnel to do that anyway. The thing with Bayern is, the thing that scares me is, do we need a DM? Because obviously this is quite enterprising. And they have like Musiala and Muller who are really good. And they just get into these gaps in behind, just in front of the defense here. That's what I get worried about. What is Hertha Brazil? It's Hertha Berlin, Chims. But we're signing Brazilians. We've got a full Brazilian squad look with Hertha Berlin, as you can see on the screen there. We're in season number 4. Yeah, drop a striker into the DM. I feel like we might need to do that. We don't really have a natural DM unless Bruno plays it. But I do think we probably start with what we've got and manage it from there. European Golden Boy. Who else is in for it? Angelo is up for it as well. And this guy. Are these any of these new gens? No, just the Paulius is the new gen. We got that. How can you sign up for the league? We're playing the Bundesliga, which means you can register 99 players from all around. So the registration rules in Germany allow it. That's why we're doing it with the German team, because it's possible. Right. Let's get ourselves ready for this then. We've got Martinelli still out injured. Bocao did score when we played him. I'm not convinced it's necessarily a game we start him in though. But who do we start? Leonardo's not fully fit. He'd probably be my go-to. Or do we just go with Evan Nilsson? He doesn't have the sharpness, but nor does Evan Nilsson. Nor does Leonardo. Vinicius kind of does, but doesn't have the fitness. Do we do Vinicius? Gabriel's really good. We like him. He's one of our best. Well, he's probably our best defenders. Do we just stick Bocao into this squad? Do we just trust our youngster and play him? In terms of like, he doesn't have a fitness problem. He doesn't have a sharpness problem. He's probably the most ready to play. Do we trust him? It's against Bayern. Is it a free hit because it's against Bayern though? Like, that's another way to look at it, isn't it? Like, are we expecting to win this? We never beat Bayern. Do we treat it like a free hit? He'll probably be the one that has to come off if we do drop to a DM, which will be Bruno goes into DM and then Paqueta comes on. He's your son. If you can't trust him, who can? This is true. This is very true. I think I'm going to go for it, you know. I think I'm going to go for it. Am I mad? Let's get Cesar on the bench too. If he gets a hat-trick, he'll go into overdrive. This is very true. It's a very young strike force. 19 and 18 are our two strikers here. We're being very trusting. Quite like it as an idea. Let's do it. Go and score goals against Bayern Munich as we lose 4-0 now. It's going to be fine. Yeah, he scored last game. We're expected to lose. Go for it. We're away from home as well, actually, here. This is true. All right. Game is underway. Big game in terms of the title race, though. They are susceptible to a loss, it seems, Bayern, but probably not against us, you'd expect. As they've hit the post. I still didn't know where the ball was at the end of that there. It's not gone in, though. We've survived. Oh, good. We get a look at this again. Oh, yeah. Can confirm. Not in. Cannot tell anything from that. Oh, we've got a... By the way, I'm going to pause for a second because there is a channel points Dan 365 on the go. So I'm just going to pause it slightly. Will there be over 3.5 goals in this game? You're making your prediction based on the fact that after 9 minutes there are no goals. But Rodrigo is getting in behind here, look. Will this be the first goal? Maybe. So you need to do yes or no with your channel points and you can win big. It's very even, actually. It's about the same amount on yes and no. So you can win... Oh, loads of people just gone on no, though. Lots more on no. You got about 15 seconds. And then we'll continue. Those yeses are going to be very happy if this ends up going in from this highlight, isn't it? We'll see. Hello, Taipai. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Right, we're going to continue.
Okay.
Rodrigo. He's given it away. We're definitely not going to score from that highlight. We've given it away. And there's that, like, in front of the defense striker, dropping deep, getting the ball that we were talking about the DM for. Dortmund are winning as well. I fear the worst. I fear the worst. Win it. Oh. Look at the space out wide for Alphonso Davies. There's Muller. Okay, there we go. Well, that's one goal. I suppose people who said yes, there's one goal out of 3. JWP. Thanks for the follow. 3 goals to go. Too unlimited, no. But something about Bockout, yeah. Good finish from Muller. Good finish from Muller. Can we get straight back into the game now? Not with passing like that. From probably our best passer on the pitch, Bruno Guimaraes, as well. This is what I mean. Bayern just turn you into a terrible team. It's not that they're really good most of the time. They turn you into a poor team. Look at that from defending. From 2-0. And that wasn't because they were good. That was because we were poor. Gabriel was awful. Bruno gave the ball away. I think we need to switch now. It's like we're already 2-0 down. To try and manage this. Now, do we just do the DM thing? Or do we go to like... and get a... we could do that with a DM maybe. Can you overload? I mean, technically we could. We could try it. Pure dirt. I mean, we could... which one was our overload now? I mean, we did bring it out, didn't we? It's this one. This is a sign. Leave it. What is it? 1337. I mean, we've got the players that can do it for sure. Rodrigo, Bockout. Because we could put Rodrigo out there. Angelo. Probably put you there. Anthony can do... I mean, we can do it. I guess we've got nothing to lose. We're already 2-0 down, aren't we? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're already 2-0 down. Can it get us back into this game? It's definitely offensive. We could end up losing this 8-0 here, couldn't we? But we could win and make a lovely comeback. Nothing's actually happened since we made the change. There's been no highlights since we made that change, which maybe is a good thing because they could have scored 3, 4, 5 if we'd left it. Half time, it's still 2-0. I suppose just in terms of crisis management, it was a good change. It's not got us back into the game as we would have liked, though. Dortmund are winning 3-0. Change back? I think changing back's just too scary to do at this stage. Don't lose that header. Oh, it's going to be 3, isn't it? There it is. Musiala is a joke. Jamal Musiala might be the best player on my save. He is an absolute joke. Really, really, really good. He scores against us every time as well. Bayern Munich are just unbeatable. They lose to teams like Mainz easily. Twice. No, just once actually them. But when we play them, we have no chance. It doesn't matter what we try. It's just a gap in the quality of the players, I think. Lucky they drop loads of other points. It is lucky that they drop the other points because they're going to get 6 points from us every year. Every year. This is where I think back to what I just said about, like, should we put a DM in? And I'm thinking, yeah, we should have put a DM in. But you just don't know. It literally, like, we won games 4 in a row with that system, with the 4-2-2. And then this happens. Kimmich down the right. I need to... if they score again here, I probably will change because it's very attacking. I'm not sure it's the right move. Oh, maybe Angelo gets a goal back here. He's in. Around the keeper. Lovely finish from Angelo. We take that just for another goal for him, to be honest. It's 3-1. Do we get back in this game? Probably not. But do we get a nice goal from Angelo out of it in his 17th of the season? We do. We do. So, Rodrigo ball over the top was lovely. The comeback is on. Imagine. Imagine. Points, though, to people. If you did say over 3.5 goals, you are correct. So, well done to you. The believers have it. I'm going to encourage... they've got another highlight for 4-1 here. Unless we can break. Unless we can break. It's going to be a goal from Olmo. Good hit. Good save. I did it. I have the rename. Yes, Morgan's got the rename. Get in. Counter-attack. We've got an overload on this side. Anthony's decided to just run with it and not pass, though. Could probably have played somebody in there. I need to think about my changes now, whether I want to change system or not. You're on a yellow and tired, so I will change you. Bocal's not having a good game. Not having a good game. Put in 5.5k, got back 18. Love it. You've done very well there. On yes as well. I guess you predicted that we were going to concede loads. Alex Teller's on a 6.1. What is happening? My boy. They're ruining him. Ruining him. That was easier for you to say. Is this going to be 4 for them? The bits are over. 3-1's almost respectable if we can keep it like this. Bocca's now at 6.1. I need to get him off. It's embarrassing now. Anthony's in. He's going to... Oh, he's not going to get there first. Milenkovic was fast enough. He's a big beefy boy, isn't he, Milenkovic? You've learned from last time not to put in big amounts. Yeah, fair enough. That's a terrible pass. Who was that? Rodrigo? Awful pass. I was expecting a 2-2 draw, one team to win 3-2. Close but high scoring. I guess you're not far off that. 3-1. They were 3-0 up though, weren't they? Could be 4 here. Is 4 here. Musiala scored again. He's onside. I hate Jamal Musiala. He's unplayable. Absolutely unplayable. The comeback is off. It is. Oh, I need to change. Look at him. That's why he's unplayable. Look at him. Who's he wanted by? Please buy him. Man City, please buy him. So that I don't have to deal with him in the Bundesliga anymore. He's 21 and he's this good. Get him gone. Come on, Man City. Also, take all of their other players as well, because they've got a very good team of Bayern Munich. Hello, Phil. How are you? There's their team. They bought Olmo and it did make them better. I'm going to have to get Boccao off here because he's having a shocker. Let's bring on Danilo and do something a bit more sensible like that. For the last 15. It's cardio and I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm ashamed of my own son. I know. Buy him and sell him. I can't buy. We haven't got the money. Good save, Neto. I mean, that is something we could do. He's no son of mine. Nah, he'll be back in. It's a learning curve. You learn more from your defeats than you do from your wins. Rodrigo to get another one. Good save. That could have been 4-2. The comeback could have been back on. It wasn't. Cardio. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hopefully we can bounce back from this. We've got Dortmund quite soon, haven't we? I assume that Mainz are winning. No, we're still top. Are Mainz dropping points then? I think Dortmund are winning, but I think Mainz might be not winning. Let's see. We've lost 4-1. It's about right. It's what we usually do. Mainz have lost to Wolfsburg. Okay, so not the worst. It means we stay top of the league after 14. And I think that means we can now get on board with cardio. Do you know what? That's enough of that. That's enough. We've got, oh my word, Augsburg in 3 days. We need to bounce back very quickly then. Very quickly. Stop. Come back. We're into that December fixture list now where you get games very quickly. We nearly need to pay 6.5 million extra for Angelo. I need to go rest this team. Same players? You don't need to rest as much. Let's rest. You to you. Rest for 2 days. Oh, shall I make that 1 day? I've just called them back and then I've told them to go and rest again. We can just do 1 day rest. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, the Boccao song cancelled. Viper, would you like me to give you a sub? If so, you just need to say yes in the chat. Otherwise, it'll be a random one. Also, Morgan, you'll have to... Mods, remind me, but also Morgan, remind me. As soon as we have our next intake, you can rename one of them. Unless there's someone you want to rename now, I suppose. Unless you want to rename any of them now. I suggest waiting for the next one, though. Why is the next gen list so bad? Oh, I don't think it is so bad, is it? I think it's quite a good part of the game. Oh, look. World Under 21 Footballer of the Year. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Jamal Musiala wins it, though, to break our hearts again. Oh, we got 2 of them on there, look. Leonardo's on that list as well. Hasn't really played this year, though, has he? Random. Thank you, buddy. Are you sure? Because I mean, I'm happy to gift it to you as well. But I will happily do which way you would like to do it. Let me open up the dashboard then, if that's the case. Oh my days. Actually, is this the easiest way to do it? Let me open up the... Actually, I'll open it up as a stream. Yeah. Ooh, I can give you the time of my life right now. Oh, Phil's gifted a sub to Viper anyway. There you go. That
Phil
works.
FM gifted a tier 1 sub to Viper
Thank you,
Zodiac.
Phil. Right, I'm going to gift a...
223 gift subs.
I'm going to
in the
gift a
channel.
random one, and then you've got one anyway, Viper. So there you go. Thank you for saving up your channel points to do so. He was very kind indeed. He was. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone benefits. Perfect. I've been waiting for it to redeem a new gem for about 3 years. Yes, Pav. And did Morgan, did you get back? If you get the intake and I'm not in the stream, can you send me a message? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Mods, try and remember that. Look at those beautiful gifted sub assists. Assisted subs emotes in the chat. Beauty. Yeah, we can absolutely do that, Morgan. No problem at all. As long as I remember. Which I usually remember these things. What? I love these photos now because of this face pack. So there's Soldo's photo, look. They're gonna give you the time of your life right now. Calvin's developing concerns. He'd like to go out on loan. Tell us, can you sort him out? Make him drop that. Well done, you've dropped it. Good. We maybe need to give him some game time then. Caligari's been very much first choice at right back though and hasn't been injured, so... And also Calvin played 1 game, didn't he? And got like a 5.9, so it's not helped him. It's not helped his cause. Right, Anthony can now speak German, which helps nobody. More goals from you, please. You've been good so far, but more would be nice. How many assists has he got, actually? I feel like he's had a lot. 5 assists, 10 assists all comps. He's actually got 5. He's got 3 and 3 in the cup, that's why. Caligari, look, there's trained well. So's Rodrigo. Praise your training. All right. Do you like Subway? Yeah, I don't mind it. Do you have any FA Cup games on the card? Do I have any FA Cup? No, I don't. Phil. I see why you're asking. I thought you meant on here then. I don't think I do. No, I'd like to go, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. 3 for the ballot. I don't know if... I need to check. I don't think I do. Because, yeah, it would be ideal. Anfield South and that. But, no, I don't think I do. Do you? I assume you do, right? Right. Oh, hello. This could be almost good timing. Morgan, we've got a good intake. It's not an amazing intake, but one of our centre-backs looks promising. And then there's strikers. I suppose, actually, these two positions are the ones you'd want, right? The rest don't look too good. I don't really know what to make of these. Sometimes they're worth it, sometimes they're not. And really, we're only looking at the Brazilian lads anyway, aren't we? But if the centre-back is a really good Brazilian centre-back, we'll take it. And that's all that you can really want, isn't it? Maybe a striker could be considered a fine prospect. Might be all right, but probably not. If I get them, I'm going with a lounger. I'll message you. Yes, please. That would be good. That would be good. Redeem Ollie French Jr. Christ. Yep. Also, annoyingly, no goalkeepers. Because that's one that could save us in the future. No goalies, though. We also, in March, I need to go around the other leagues and look for Brazilian goalkeepers. Because some teams could get them in their intake. Like Man City got that player in their intake. Who joins, actually, in a month. Is it Gledson or something? We've got quite a few players joining in January, look. Joins. Yeah, these are all first. So we got Z joining, who is a right back, probably going to be made to a centre back. Luis Augusto joins in January, 18-year-old. We've got Marcelo, the right back. Oh, no, sorry, centre back. He joins in January. Loads of them joining in January, look. Drag, how you doing, buddy? Including this guy who came through at Man City, joins in Jan. Yeah, Gledson Ricardo. Could be an option for the rest of the season, actually, in that midfield. Maybe loan him. We'll see. We'll have to have a big discussion about what we do with our players, really, won't we? Right, let's get ourselves ready for Augsburg, then. Brazilian goalkeepers are a vanishing species. They just don't exist. They just don't exist, apparently. It's quite frustrating. Let's have a look at our team for this one. We've got still Martinelli injured. Do we give Bocao another go? Can he recover? Kind of think we should. Whilst we have an injury, we should get him in the team. And also, the rest of our players aren't exactly fighting fit, are they? So, I think it makes sense. We'll do Bruno in there with Antonio. Bremer starts. That's because... Is it Gabriel tired again? Gabriel's been tired quite a lot, hasn't he? Has Rodrigo Muniz developed at all? I don't think so. He's at Fulham. Yeah, he's not great. I think we looked him, actually. He's not amazing. He's wanted now by... He's going to go back to Brazil, it seems. No, he's not very good. No kid in Brazil wants to be a goalkeeper. It seems like that, doesn't it? It seems that way. They don't want to be a goalkeeper. Promise to give him a... Okay. Neto, Caligari, Felipe, Bremer, Telles, Antonio, Bruno, Anthony, Rodrigo, Bocao, and Angelo. I think that's our team. I think that's the way we're going to go. We'll get Vinicius off that bench. We can put Cesar back on it. Be nice to give Cesar a run out at some point, but we need to be winning to bring on a new centre-back, don't we? Just retrain your highest intake player to be a goalkeeper. I don't know how successful that would be. Dirty Dog, I don't think it would work, but maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's an idea. Bocao needs to be put on the naughty step. Oh, he had one bad game. He's fine. He's going to bounce back here and score. And you're going to be eating your proverbial words. We'll see, hopefully. He will still be better than Neto. Maybe true. No, Neto's good. Teles, over. Thank you very much, Fairchild. Thank you very much for the tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the brand new sub. Always appreciated. Always very appreciated, I should say. Good save, Neto, as you've slandered him there. Ryan, he's made a really good save. Yeah, done the Mifflin. That's a shame. Up the Claytrions. Indeed. Fairchild, I thought that was you. I need to just check. Up the Claytrions, indeed. One of our Claytrion OGs is Fairchild, as your name is on Twitch. You'll be getting your postcard soon. By the way, anybody who does sign up to the Claytrion, which is our new Patreon, during March, which they've got, is it 4 or 5 more days? We'll get a I've got postcards to send to you to say thank you. So I appreciate you. The link to it is there. Look, if you want to go and check it out, and some of the benefits and some of the things that you will be offered. Things like the tactic that I'm using in the Port Plymouth save. I'm just going to upload it there. Things like that. I'm just going to chuck it all into the Claytron so that if anybody wants anything, you can do so. There's a Discord channel as well to chat. Like, if you are a Claytron or a Claytron member, and there is any sort of like thing that you would like, just ask me and I'm more than happy to share. I want that to be sort of part of it, like very much in the inner circle of things. Yeah, Fairchild, welcome in, buddy. Rodrigo, oh, that's close. He's put it wide. Bayern always start the league badly then when they win the league with 15 points. Yeah, that does happen, doesn't it, actually? I called out retraining Botta from right wing back to right back at Hertha. You got 200 mil for him. It has to work. I mean, Dirty Dog, maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe. Anthony crosses. Rodrigo will get it. A nice goal before half-time here would be good. Oh, Angelo. Grill has made some good saves. He hit that hard, Angelo. And it looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. Unless they score late. Hahn's in behind. Is that Andre Hahn? Is that a pen? What kind of postcard is it? It's a Claytrion one. It is cool, actually. Is that a pen? It looked in. Oh, no. They've actually got a penalty after... I really thought we were going to take the lead before halftime. Now they've got the chance to take the lead from nowhere in the same highlight. They do. Is it Andre Hahn? It is. I mean, there's my answer, I suppose. Oh, that's annoying. We lost our last game. Is this going to be the start of a bit of a downward curve? A bit of a slide? I hope not. It's a really nice, comfortable penalty. Bayern are losing again. Bayern are losing again to Wolfsburg. Show a bit of desire, lads. Oh, no. Bocao's not having a good game. Bocao is struggling. He might... Oh, he's gone up to a 6.4. Maybe we'll let him off that one. It was at a 6.3, though. Maybe this is the chance where he redeems himself. More so, I'm on the wrong scene, aren't I? Rodrigo flicks onto nobody. He's flicked onto himself. Love that, Rodrigo. Get the cross in now or give it to Bruno. Give it to Telles. You can cross the ball. Where are you going? Where are you going? That's nice. Angelo, good finish. Get in. Lovely. Angelo's finish is good. It's his 18th of the season. We're level. It took us 10 minutes of the second half to get level. Now, that's good. I think we've been the better team. I don't really think we deserve to lose or drop points here. We still need another goal, though. What are we going to do to get that goal? Am I going to make changes? Okay, Bayern are winning. Where Angelo played before? Was it in Brazil? I think he came from Santos, Angelo. They've gone close there. Okay, so Bayern weren't losing. I thought they were. St. Pauli are the team that are losing. Right, let's make a sub. I don't know. I don't want to do this, but I think we take Bocao off, don't we? We do Bocao and bring on Leonardo to try and nick us a goal here. Yeah. 25 to play. Dortmund would go top if it stays like this. That means Mainz are winning. Dortmund are winning too. Bayern are also winning. Everybody winning except for us here with 10 minutes to play. Anthony's struggling now. We've not had a good game here. Paqueta off the right. Don't mind it. Or do we do... You know what? Instead of Paqueta off the right, what we could do is put Leonardo there. He can't play there. Oh, I'll tell you who can play there. Angelo can play there. And then we bring on Carlos Vinicius. He's maybe something slightly different up front, isn't he? Because he's big and tall and strong. And then we've got one sub left, which will do Paqueta. We'll go attacking. I'd love to see you do the samba. I'll tell you. I've got those worm hips. 5 to play. Can we find a winner? No is the answer. 4 minutes added on. There is a highlight. He did it before with his worm hips. Thank you. There's a highlight. We might lose the game here, but we could, if we win this ball back, have one chance to win it. They're playing around with it at the back. Oh, I thought they were going to go long and give us the ball back. They do now. Is this where we win it back? We should do. There might be one chance. Who will it fall to, and will they be able to take it? It's Rodrigo to win us the game. The keeper makes the save. He looked like he'd almost gone round. Why is that highlight ended? Surely there was a cross at the end of it. They're in behind now out of nowhere. Okay, we've got a free kick. So why have we... What's this highlight? There might be one more chance as Mainz make it 3-0. I love tiramisu, Silvio. Weird that you mentioned that. Me and Kat were talking about that yesterday. You can picture me doing the jailhouse rock with those snake hips, with those worm hips. Oh, we're not going to get a highlight from that. That is terrible. Is there a highlight still to come here, or are we going to draw this game? Oh, Rodrigo had the chance. You've got to win that header. We've got the ball back with 30 seconds to play. Can we steal this one? Angelo's not getting on the end of that. It's a poor pass. We're not giving it up, though. Now with 10 to play, or 15 to play, we've got the ball back again. Vinicius, Antonio, Rodrigo, ball to nobody. That final pass just keeps getting played to absolutely no one. Is this an end game highlight? We're over the time. They've blown the whistle. What was the point in that, FM? Was that purely to wind me up? Like, why did we watch 4 minutes of added time for no highlights in it? We're on key highlights. It's been great for Arsenal this season, Christ's sake. We've drawn that. That's 2 points dropped. It's 2 positions dropped as well, down to third. Bayern are just 2 points behind us now.
Oh, thank you.
Jojo Kajana resubscribed X19. Can't beat Augsburg. Maybe it is amateur hour frowns.
Maybe it is amateur hour. Oh no, FM needs to show you that Rodrigo is bad. Apparently so. No bounce back ability. I mean, I guess they kind of bounced back from the fact that we were 1-0 down and they bounced back. I think we played quite well, looking at it. We should have almost won it at the end. Frustrating, that one. I think it's partially to do with the quick turnaround as well. We could do with a bit of a break again. This squad is not big, and the annoying thing is the Champions League games, because we have to have such a small Champions League squad, it's the same players having to play. Yeah, I'm finding it frustrating. We're not... Oh, so annoying that Bayern aren't there and we're not just taking a firm grip of the league, but there we go. Anyway, Jojo, thank you very much for the 19 months. That is awfully kind of you, buddy. I appreciate you. 19 months is a lot of months as we pay an extra 6.5 million for Angelo there. He has been worth it, though. He is going to become our superstar. Hopefully, Bocao steps up and can play up front with him. A tidy played not very much. Tavares played 78 minutes. 90 minutes from Patati, scored a goal. Scored Paderborn's 1 goal in a 5-1 loss. You played 90 minutes and got an assist. Savio. 2 goals from Savio. That's better. That's better, Savio. Scoring some goals. Playing right midfield. He's got a future for us. He does have a future for us. He's played well on his loan. This is good. A 7.14 is much better. Started as a striker, now playing right mid. Yeah, Lennart Grill did play brilliantly, actually, in goal for them. He was really good, wasn't he? Caligari's picked up a ban for a yellow cards limit, which means Calvin's going to have to actually come in and play games. We've got Atalanta in 4 days away. That's actually a big game. If they win, which away from home they could do. If they win, do they... Did we beat them before? Okay, do we still go through? Because the head-to-head would be even and our goal difference would be better. Are we not through here? Unless they beat us by more than 3 or something. Because it's head-to-head first, right? And we beat Atalanta 3-0. Spanner, it changes maybe as you can. Maybe we do. Maybe. We've actually got Dortmund next as well. If Atalanta beat you 4-0, then you're out. Yeah, so... As long as we don't lose by 4, we're fine. Spanner it change as change as many as you can. What, for Atalanta? Yeah, I think we will. Yeah, maybe we do. Why is it? This guy's just called Ari. He's 18 and he's young player of the year. Did we scout him? I guess we have to know that. He's got decent potential. He's a defender. He's a centre mid, isn't he? Or a DM. He's 5'9". He's all right. Has he got a release clause? 3.8 million to pick up Ari. He's got player of the year there despite having a 6.91. Ari Redknapp, yeah. Yeah, maybe we will do a change now. Okay, we get our money back from our player sales. That's good. Ari. Yeah, maybe a change now is the right way to go, just because... 2 games without points. Well, 2 games dropping points and then Dortmund away next. What did Dortmund play? Do they play with an attacking midfielder? Because if they do, that makes me more likely to. They play this weird thing, don't they? Fabio Vieira in the midfield. They got Nkunku behind the strikers. I'm just a little bit wary of them. That strike force is a weird one. Schick's really good. Ali Akman's quite good. Nkunku's been quite good. Yeah, Nkunku's been their best player, look. KFC or McDonald's? Probably McDonald's for me. All right, Sandra. Sanj. That's what he calls her, isn't it? Something like that. The goalie problem. Could you send a decent youngster to Brazil on loan to get Brazilian nationality? They have to go for so long. That probably not. A lot of protection for the defence, yeah. We've got a friendly against Feyenoord coming up soon. That's nice in the winter break. I'm guessing they'll play Luis Suarez rather than Akman. Not that Luis Suarez. Yeah, you're probably right. He does start for them, doesn't he, usually? He is good. Right, Luis Felipe has been praised. Let's get ourselves ready then. I think I was going to change the training so that we were training the spanner, but I don't think we need to now. I think... wonder if we do the full spanner or do we do the wrench with the wingers? I reckon we've got more strikers, so I reckon that OG spanner's probably the way to go now. Probably. We just need to avoid defense. Let's see how many players we can rest then for this. Let's go. Can Calvin play? Yes. Can Felipe play? Do you know what? Should we play Caligari though? No, I want to get his sharpness up, so I'm going to go Calvin. Pizza or tacos? Probably. I love them. I like both. Tacos are delicious, but pizza is just a staple, isn't it? It's probably pizza. Renan can play left centre-back. Bremer we've promised some game time anyway for, so we'll do him. Ramon's not registered. Oh, Renan could play left-back though, couldn't he? Do you know what? Let me do a quick pick first so I can sort this out. Let's do Calvin, Renan, Bremer. Tellez might have to play unless we start Gabriel or Felipe. Why not use the hex key? What do you mean? I've just forgot that I was going to do this anyway, didn't I? So I've forgot that. I forgot. We're going to go. Let's do Spanner. Sorry, I need to do that again. Renan's going to play left centre back then, alongside Bremer and who else plays our third centre back? Felipe or Gabriel? Probably Felipe. Gabriel's the one that's been getting tired, hasn't he? Do you like lasagna? I do. It's delicious. The wrench, the spanner, the hexit. Got ya. See what you're saying? Got ya. Calvin plays right wing back. Tellez is going to have to start then. Antonio Paqueta. Antonio Paqueta. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think Danilo's registered. He's not. Don't think there's a midfield thing we could do there. Caligari actually can play midfield because he's banned in the league anyway, isn't he? So he's suspended. Let's give him the DLP role. I think he can do a job there. Evan Nilsson, Rodrigo Angelo. You're fitness doubt, but let's start you instead of... No, different Danilo. Different Danilo. Who do we drop here? Not drop, but Evan Nilsson, Rodrigo Angelo. Who do we take out of this team? I think maybe Angelo, just because we know he's going to be a starter. That's pretty much a full rested side now. Only players that should start are Rodrigo, Antonio, Tellez, Felipe, and then the goalie. But do you know what? I think we've done a decent job at rotating for a game that shouldn't mean Angelo needs to stat pad. He kind of does, I suppose, but I know what you mean. But will he even stat pad here? Because it's away from home and they could be still a tough team. They've actually done okay in this group. That's why they could still... I mean, technically, they could still qualify, couldn't they? They've got good players like Coop Miners. Nandez is good. Then we smashed them at home 3-0. But I like their squad. Right, we're on the attack here. Rodrigo. Rodrigo playing up front was great for Dortmund last year. We've not really used him there. We've used him off the wing instead. So let's see how he does as the central striker. Antonio. Calvin. That was a weird pass. Wasn't a good pass. It was a weird pass. This is still the first minute. And away we go. That's another weird pass. Oh, my words. They're going to check if that's over the line, aren't they? They're not. Breezy hates that highlight. That was the highlight as well. That was actually the whole highlight. Thank you. Thank you for that, FM. Do you like spicy food? There it is. Breezy hates it. Do I like spicy food? I don't mind it. I wouldn't choose it necessarily, but I don't mind it. I've got a lot better with liking it over the past few years. Is this just asking what foods I like? Do I like haggis? I don't think I've ever had haggis. Maybe I have, but no. It's not for... It's not, again, not something that I go out of my way to try and get in me. Kenny, thank you very much for the follow as well, buddy. I missed that one 8 minutes ago, but thank you. Welcome to the stream. Atalanta are all over us here. That's calm from Bremer. A nice goal so that it becomes even less likely that we win. Do you know what? I really think we do need to win, just in terms of, like, we can't drop points in 3 in a row, can we? I mean, we are going to. It's 1-0 to Atalanta. Freuler has scored. Not winning for 3 is not the way to go into a Dortmund big game against Dortmund, is it? Fact of the day, Chiellini and Bonucci will probably retire without playing a World Cup knockout game. That is mad, isn't it? That is a great fact. You don't get worm hips like that with haggis. Exactly. Exactly. We're 1-0 down. It means nothing really changes here. Surely, that's not the up-to-date. That wasn't the up-to-date group thing, was it? They should be joint on points with us now. Don't think that was up to date, but we should still be in second if things are not as we thought they were. Rodrigo could get a goal back here to equalise. He's hit it straight at the goalkeeper Musso. Shame, really. A bit of a baby leg from our Rodrigo. He's done that a couple of times, hasn't he? Tellez corner. Renan can't head in. Caligari? Headed away. I don't think this is going to be a proper highlight because we've just had the highlight, I think. But we're still going. Calvin picks it up. We're just overhitting crosses. That's what Caligari probably doesn't do that Calvin does do. The crossing is maybe worse. Here come Atalanta. That's a penalty. All right, don't make this actually interesting. Anyone else go mid or CB? We could put Carlos Vinicius there or Evan Nilsson, I suppose. But I thought that fits him best. He can go left. He kind of plays off the left, doesn't he, Rodrigo? They're going to make it 2-0 here. We need to be a bit careful. I don't really eat much meat, Sylvie. Oh, saved by Neto anyway. You do love to see it. Don't let them score the rebound. Good save, Neto. Billy Bremer having a poor game. Don't give away another penalty. They didn't. Yeah, Bremer struggling. I say Bremer struggling. Renan's struggling more. Bremer at a 6.5. And it's probably not Billy Bremer, but, you know, Bremner. Penalty to us. Up the other end. That looked like a dive. But he's gone down like a sack of potatoes in the box. And we're going to get a penalty back here with the chance to actually equalise now, which did seem very unlikely 2 minutes ago. It's going to be Tellez from the spot. Can he pop it in like he did last time? Usually skip breakfast. Right, Sylvia, a lot of questions now. I might have to start ignoring some of these. Do you usually skip breakfast? What? I wonder if FM ever adds yellows for diving. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Good penalty, though, from Tellez. We are 1-1. Happy days. Do I ever skip breakfast? Sometimes, yeah. To be honest, I think everyone does sometimes. If you're rushing. Right, half-time, 1-1. I'm going to leave Rodrigo. Do you know what? We'll get him to about 60, then we'll start making changes. I'm sure you have in your life, though, Leonie. I'm sure you have. It was, have you ever? Or do you... Oh, no, the question was actually, do you usually, I suppose. I don't usually, no. I'll try and have some porridge or something. Sets you up, doesn't it? I'm not good at breakfast, though. I'm... It's a forced thing rather than a... I'm never hungry in the morning.
Follow me. Okay.
I haven't had breakfast today, actually. But I never really do before the stream. And then I'm really hungry because it's like lunchtime when we finish. They're in for 2-1 here. Gomez. Good finish from Maxi Gomez. 2-1 down. I don't like losing this, so I might have to bring on some of the big dogs here. Sounds like Sylvia's planning to kidnap you. Is working out your diet requirements so you don't try to escape. It does sound a lot like that, doesn't it? Probably some licensing issue, so they don't want... That's actually probably true. It's probably like a slander type thing, isn't it, Pigriser? You're right. For example, like, you can't... When like FM or SI tweet anything, they can... I had this when I made a TikTok for them. I couldn't include in a TikTok any of the players with the injury sign next to them because it made it look like, in terms of like their brand, they don't want to be portrayed as being injured a lot. Like, it's like there must be loads of licensing rules around that for sure. Maxi Gomez in real life is so good. In FM is so good. In real life, not as good, yeah. Renan is awful. Renan is... yeah, usually bad, yeah. He is usually bad. Let's bring on Gabriel. Let's see if we can go and win this game. I'm gonna... Can we change to this easily? Do you know what? If I go undo, we can change to this easily, and it could be Renan that comes off. For Anthony, and we'll get Angelo on up front as well. Do you know what? No, I'm not. We'll do Brune. We'll do Paqueta. Why is Francinho Jr. on there? I put the wrong player on. That was close. That was nearly Francinho Jr. that came on. Probably a minefield, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Right, Sylvia, I've just looked at that. I'm not reading that. Yeah, it is kind of Otto, but I think it's just there's so many like rules around it that it won't be SI inflicted rules. It'll be like marketing rules and things. Who am I thinking to get off here? Is it Caligari in this midfield, or is it Felipe is also playing terribly, or is it Vinicius off? Martinelli can make his comeback. Let's do Angelo. Let's do that. We'll go attacking, see if we can get ourselves back in this game. Yeah, John, exactly that. We've scored straight away. It's Billy Bremner. Get in. Caligari red card incoming. I know. I was thinking it. We've equalised though from that throw in. You do love to see it. Otto, you may be right. You may be right. I think it's a powerful marketing tool for sure. It's also a powerful marketing tool that SI don't need to pay people to do. That happens anyway. So as far as they're concerned, they're like, keep doing it. I'd love to see like maybe a closer relationship between like SI and the big FM people, but at the same time, it's a business thing. Like, they don't really need to do much else, do they? We will see. BSI try not to get into legal hot water with real players. Exactly, yeah. It's why real players never have bad personalities and can never... Yeah, exactly. It's just... They're just legal issues behind everything. I think we've seen with a lot of things that SI have done this year that in terms of the legality and the legal issues around things... Oh, my word, what a hit! Alex Tellez, you absolute gem. We're winning. We're leading. As soon as we go 4-2-2, now we're leading. And that is a stunner. The GOAT. The GOAT. Alex Tellez. I tell you what. That was a goal shot. On the half volley as well there, look. Bang. What a man.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. Like the Zealand thing earlier this year and things. I think they just have to be so careful with it. That was a sizzler. It was. We're top in the group if this stays like this. I think Real Madrid might be dropping points to Zenit. At the moment, we're top of the group. This 4-2-2 is no joke, by the way. I really feel like, unless it's Bayern, this 4-2-2 does work. I like Gabriel Veron, yes, Montejano. I don't think he's quite that good on this year's game, but I've had him in the past and he's been really good. Gabriel Veron. I think we had him on this save for a little bit as well, actually. Antonio's offside there, which is a shame. He could have had the Teletubbies pick. He could have done. You would have enjoyed that, wouldn't you? Also, follows Chirley and Meth Maxi. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate you. Getting us towards that 10k and that headstand. We're now on 8,345 followers. 1,655 to go. For the headstand. But we were let down. We were let down, weren't we? I can't believe all the people who work at SI chose. Also, I don't think that's fair. I think that's a little bit. I don't think that's quite fair. O Coach or O Coach FM. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Right, we've qualified for the next round of the Champions League. Are we? We've topped the group in the Champions League, qualifying in our group. With a group that included Real Madrid, we've managed to top it as well. Real Madrid dropped points to... Where is it? Real Madrid drew to Zenit to drop points. 2-2. So we topped the group, which is good news. It could potentially mean... It might not. I mean, they've been FM'd there. In fact, they only equalised sort of semi-late on as well there. It hopefully means we get an easier draw. Let's have a look at the second base. The second... Oh, my word, Bayern. We can't draw Bayern, though, can we? The second place teams that we could draw are Monaco, Mickey C reunion, Lazio, not Bayern because they're in the same country as us, Juventus, that could be really tough. Look at that group, by the way. Imagine being Club Brugge and Slavia Prague in that group. City and Juventus. It could be Milan, it could be Ajax, or it can't be Dortmund. Do you know what? I don't think there's any there that are too difficult. Should maybe do the wrench and then 4-2-2 if Dortmund is away. Maybe try the wrench to start with. It is away as well, though, yeah. Tellez is just a joke. Another 10 out of 10 performance from Alex Tellez. This man is just the best player on the game. I reckon he's the best player on the game. Yeah, we know Gabigol, coach. We know Gabigol. I think he moved, actually, in our set. I think he might be at Monaco, actually. Where did Gabigol end up? Yeah, he's at Monaco. We had a chance. We almost signed him, but then we didn't. I think you can win by just blasting teams away the entire competition. I hope so. I think that's kind of the plan, isn't it? I'm glad that we've bounced back with a win now. It does give us a little bit to go into this Dortmund game, who are now top of the league. I am just wondering what the best approach is for this game. Like, this didn't work away at Atalanta, although we did rest and change a lot of players, I suppose. Is it this now? Like, if I was to pick the best 11 now, is it this? Like, that's a good team. And are you going to be back? 6 days? No, you're not. So that would end up being Angelo. Like, it is a good team, and I like the system. Maybe we start with this, you know. Yes, Montejano, we do have Danilo. He's at the club already, look. There he is. He's not a starter, but we have brought him in. There's our Brazilian lads. Neto, Felipe, Bremer, Gabriel, Caligari, Tellez, Paqueta, Guimaraes. I don't know if that'll be Antonio. I think I do prefer Antonio. They've got the relationship as well, haven't they? Anthony, Rodrigo, Angelo. Angelo on 18 goals for the season now. Happy days. Right. I think we start with this. We've tried everything else, haven't we? I think we start with this. Also, Let's go and make sure it's what we are training to start with before this game. Renan's now going to be booked as well. Or he's going to be suspended. That's annoying, but oh well. I think we've got 2 Brazilians chatting about our Brazilian players in the chat here. I mean, you could DM each other, but there you go. Kyo George, hero in the Plymouth save, by the way. If you're watching the Plymouth save on YouTube, he was terrible for us, was Kyo George. He scored 1 goal, which was in the German Cup final, but he was excellent for us. He started to be really good in that Plymouth save. Place is great at Portuguese. Thank you. Obrigado. Do you lose team strength when you switch tactics every game? No, not necessarily. It's about familiarity. So if you've got, you can load in 3 tactics anyway. So as long as you're switching to tactics that you're familiar with, then you're probably okay. I do like to have a little bit of consistency with the lineup. I think they do better with that, but it shouldn't do. But that's more of being superstitious about things, I think. Lazaro, one good wonder kid Brazilian playing in Flamengo. I had Lazaro in the Plymouth save, and Yuri Alberto we looked at a lot actually. Silvio, he's not quite good enough. But yeah, the latest Plymouth video was insane. That save is so much fun. It's a lot of me playing the game in between saves to get a season done, but people seem to like it, so it's worth it. Like, it always goes down well. Does like it's a bit mad to me that we're managing to have a series on YouTube now that's like 8 episodes in, and the views are like consistently really good on them. So hope you guys who are watching it are enjoying it, and thank you for watching it. Can we get not Portuguese in the chat though, please, Montejano? I know, coach, if that's all right, because I can't read it and you could be saying anything. So that is sort of a rule. For good reason, to be fair. And I'm sure you're not, but, you know, rules. Caligari's trained well. I don't think that is a command, actually, Morgan. Probably should be, just explaining why. It's not that... The reasons why is people could be saying all types of horrific things, and I just wouldn't know, and that's probably my area to manage, isn't it? Same with the mods. I don't think they speak Portuguese. Very cool to see a streamer valuing Brazilian football. We love the Brazilian football here. We do. And I think that's what you just said before, where you said streamer. I can see it. But yeah. I volunteer Daniel. I think Daniel would be the best place to do so. But again, why don't you just learn all languages? Do you know what, Dave? Like, that's a great idea. I think we should... I'll see you in 50 years, and then we'll start streaming again. Good idea, Daylight. Hey, Jake, how are you? I'm very well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for asking. I'm good. We're having a good time. We're having a nice stream today. We're chilling. Got maybe a couple of games left. We've got a very difficult game now, though. Calvin comes in. I'm going to change that back again to Antonio and Bocco on that bench. We've got Dortmund away from home. This is scary. Big game. You can lose to Bayern twice and get away with it. Yeah, I don't necessarily think we want to be dropping points in games like this. I'm a bit worried about it, though. Did you edit the players? No. We've signed all of these players, Crimmy. Over the years, look. We've actually... This has been our how we've... Hang on, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to do transfer history, aren't I? Over the years, look, we've been signing them. So you can see our players in here. Look, lots of youngsters in there, but spending money on the big Brazilian players throughout the years, look. This is where it's been what, season 4? We've managed now, basically this year, we've got our full Brazilian squad. Martinelli's an unbelievable signing. Yeah, I think he cost 60 million. He had a great first season. We loaned him. He's cost 80 overall. Look, first loan, look, he was great. First season, brilliant. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, but that's, I think, because the rest of the players around him have been really good. But yeah, at least you don't ban people who speak other language other to English. I went to an Italian stream and he wrote him hello and questioned the tactic used and he banned me. Yeah, that's mental. Like, as long as you can understand why you do need to speak the specific language, and it's not like a don't speak my language thing. It's more of a like I was a safety thing, but it's not a safety thing, but it's a TOS thing more than anything. Reedy, thank you for hanging out, my friend. Have a good stream and rest of your days all. Reedy, have a good rest of your day, my friend. Thank you for being here. Well, yeah, we're not Chelsea fan Lee, are we? English only. Doing a border challenge with Norwich in season 2. Nice, Crimmy. That's cool. Is that where you... What's the border challenge? Is that where you sign players that are around from Norwich or something? All right, they are playing that system. Did they end up going with their guy up front? They went with... No, they did start Ackman rather than Luis Suarez. Maybe he's injured. Not sure. Schick has just scored. That's a free header. Of all the things to concede, I don't want to concede a open header from a set piece, especially from their big striker who should definitely be marked here. No one's anywhere near him. That was so easy. And it's a terrible start for us away at Dortmund. No. Countries that border the nation you're in. Got ya. That makes sense from the name, doesn't it? That's going to be... Dortmund beat us here, don't they? We've tried something by playing the wrench, but again, maybe... I don't know. We stuck with it against Bayern with the 4-2-2. Said we should have changed. Now we've gone 1-0 down after changing, and I'm thinking we should have stuck with it. Oh, we don't even get the ball back there. It's a missed tackle. If this goes 2-0 here, do we have to change early again? We're winning tackles, but it's bouncing back to them, look. You'll win 4-1. I'm not sure. Hello, Nikki. If we go 2-0 down here, do we just go back to the 4-2-2? We might do as well. Dante. We're going to... They're actually... It's the same as the Bayern game. We've given away a penalty. What are you doing? What are you doing? English worm hips Lee. Dortmund playing some lovely football. We kept tackling them getting it back as well. Right, if Eggstein scores this, we change, I think. And he does. That nice one, Neto. Didn't fancy diving for that one, though. The monster. Thank you for the follow, by the way. We're 2-0 down inside 10 minutes again. You will win 4-2. I'm not quite as confident. Right. How easy is it to change to this? It means a sub, which is annoying. And who's our sub here? Leonardo? I'm not giving it to halftime. 2-0 down. I'm too worried that it's gonna kill us. Right, I've made the change. We've made a sub as well with it. Makes done things happen in the big games. I think so too. It's just like, it doesn't matter how good that team is as well. Like, Dortmund could be rubbish, but Bayern are struggling this year. We play them and they're still unbelievable. I feel like it's different for when it's playing you for when it's playing the other AI. Try Renier. He's amazing. Is that the Renier that's spelled not the same as that? Because if it's the Renier from like Real Madrid / Dortmund, we had him and he got recalled after not playing a single game. Oh, my word. 12 minutes gone, manager rethinking everything. At least I'm reacting to it. You could say it's 12 minutes in, getting absolutely destroyed and don't change anything, right? You know, two sides to it, isn't there? And since we've changed, we've not conceded a goal. So long balls are killing you. Well, we've changed now, so I actually don't think they are killing us since the change. Ali Ackman's been brilliant. Got the ball back. It's time for a new plan B and C. It might be. Do you know what? I think we're just not quite on it with Dortmund and Bayern Munich. I think they're just too good. But as long as they keep dropping points against other people, I suppose. Oh, he's hit the post. See how unlucky that is. That could have been 2-1 and back in the game all of a sudden. But he's hit the post from it. 6.3s in this midfield, though, isn't good. What happened to Leipzig? Leipzig have been terrible for a while. They've just not been good in this save. He's a different guy, is he? Okay, Mixas. We'll have a look at him for sure. Yeah, they've just in this whole save, they've not been very good, Leipzig. I think, was it Leipzig that had Gerrard or not? No, Wolfsburg had Gerrard. There we go. One back. Anthony. He was having a poor game. That should help him as well. Good cross from... Was it Tellez down the left? I think it probably was, wasn't it? Down the left-hand side. Anthony gets one back. Hopefully the start of a comeback. Great cross in. Missed header. Anthony finishes. Is there a way to share your save? Nah. I don't generally share the save. There's a few issues that happen if you share the save with others. I'm not saying that you would do this, Crimmy. Almost certainly not. That's a lovely hit. Cleared. Good. But things like people could go into the future and see like which players develop and tell you which players develop, etc. And just things like that. So it's just not something that I want to do. I'd rather avoid that and be able to play it authentically, if that makes sense. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler, exactly, right? And again, I'm not saying that you would do that for sure, but... And I understand, actually. Things that saves like this, it's like people would really like to play it. So with certain like YouTube ones, if I'm not going to play them again, then yeah. And people put it into like Genie Scout. They find out players' PAs and things, and then they just happily ruin things for you. Not that it's ever happened to me, but it's happened to other people that I've seen. So it's just something I'd rather avoid if possible. Right, we could still win this. Dortmund are obviously quite good. They've missed a couple of chances, so have we. Second half underway. Here they come. That's poor defending. Well, it's a good ball, I think, in behind Tellez. Could do it with a save once we've moved on. Exactly, which is why, like, we've, like... What have I just seen? That's just hit the defender and gone in. Calvin! What are you doing? What are you doing? He missed the header to clear it. Oh my God. That is so bad. He just, like, he tries to head it and it comes off his shoulder and goes in. This is what happens if you change one player in your team. Your whole side is just not as good. I feel like that's so big on this year's FM. Rotation is just not an option. You rotate one player and it's like, nah, rest of the team, terrible now. Like, we've missed Caligari in this game because he's suspended. Calvin plays and suddenly we're terrible. What is going on? Why is that such a big deal this year? See you tomorrow for the stream. Exactly. Oh, but yeah, with the uploading the save thing, I will often do it for things like the YouTube saves. I think for every YouTube save that we do, I'm quite happy to do that for, like, put it on the Patreon basically for loads of them. If people want them, they can. And yeah, but for things like Twitch streams, for long-term ones, I think it's less of a thing to do. Right, I'll make a couple of changes. We're out of this basically, aren't we? Yeah, rotation is so necessary. They've made it necessary for fitness, but it means your team drops so many levels. Even if the players you're bringing in are like of a comparable level, like the drop-off between Caligari and Calvin is basically non-existent. But you've just seen, like, he plays and he plays a 6.3 because he's not usually in the team. And he does that where he shoulders it in. It's huge. It means we're rubbish. If you lose one player, you're pretty much usually terrible. Really frustrating. Oh, this game's been awful, hasn't it? We're not good against the big teams. We've found a way, I think, this year to beat the other teams. But the big teams, they're just better than us, I think. It's a bit of a yikes. There's 15 or so minutes to go here. I don't think we're getting back into it. That's a lovely bit of play. Angelo, beautiful goal from Angelo. Game on with 17 to play. At least Angelo is like the one bright spark, isn't he? Would you do a YouTube Pentagon challenge? It's a little bit too long term for YouTube, Otto. People fall off the wagon. The longer a series goes on, the less people watch it consistently. Because people just, like, find other things to watch or, like, miss a few episodes and then they fall out of love with the series. So probably not. I just don't think it lends itself to YouTube very well. That was a lovely goal, wasn't it? Oh, it's 3-3! We're actually back in it! I'd completely written us off. But straight away, 2 in 2 minutes, it's 3-3. What's happening? How has that happened so quickly? They're literally 2 in 2 minutes or something. Anthony header at the back post. And we're back level. 74-77. Oh, no, my word. They've got a chance themselves. Break. Just need to stay in it. Exactly. Break from here. Oh, no. I thought the run was there. I've made all my subs now, haven't I? We're in the hands of the gods now. Oh, don't do that. Do that. Do get this run on the go here. Anthony, just run. What has happened there? He's bundling his way through. Trevor Chalobah makes the tackle. Dortmund score here, don't they? You know FM, right? You know FM. You know they score. They do. He's missed. He's missed. I did say I don't think we're in this. I did say that. And he's missed an open goal. Sometimes this happens. Shades of the Pokal. Shades of the Plymouth Cup final with that miss. Oh, no. Look at the players they've got running through us here. Do I need to change this? Oh, he just missed. Oh, okay. We got it back. I still think we lose this game. But this is like a very weird game of football right now. Both teams losing possession so much. Like, kicking it straight to each other like that. Neto, what are you doing? Kastrup, Ginter, he's in. It's Jorge. It's off the post. It's in. He's offside. He's offside. Do not panic. I'm not panicking. You shouldn't be panicking. I'm not panicking. He's offside, right? Right? King Alfred, thank you for the follow. It was a great finish. Do a sub. I've used all my subs. I can't do a sub. That's the thing here. Do I do a sub? Do I do a change? Do I waste time? What do I do? Do a football? Do a thing? I could drop it into a 4-2-3-1 quite easily from here, like this. That might be smart. And just like pray to Jesus. Look how tired Antonio is. We need more help in this midfield. So let's do that. Pray to Jesus. Properly realistic Bundesliga defending. Exactly. Encourage them. Go and nick it. Or go and nick it from the corner. From a set piece. I was going to say, if there's ever a way for us to get a goal, it's a set piece. The highlight's still there. This is a good place to be starting a highlight. Tellez. Evan Nilsson goes down. Penalty. Penalty given. And now I'm nervous. Evan Nilsson could have just popped that in the back of the net. He takes some players off attack. I don't like conceding too much of the initiative. Anthony scores for the hat-trick. Tellez wasn't even on it. Anthony scored the hat-trick. We're leading with 5 to play. You said to be fair, Otto, you've said this all the way through. We're leading with added time to play. This is chaos. What do I do from here? Take some players off attack. I don't want to concede too much of the initiative. We'll go to full time wasting. And that's the only change I think we make. I'm just really worried about how tired this defense is. Anything else just invites a highlight. There's 5 minutes added on. We've had 4 of them. Yes! What a win! What a win that has ended up being. From absolutely nowhere, we've won it 4-3. What? What a game of FM. What a win. I don't quite believe what I've just seen. Tactical masterclass. I think you're right, Pav. The 4-2-3-1 is the change. Even in terms of just steadying the ship there, that worked. Anthony, do you remember he was on a 6.3 at one stage? He's just got a hat-trick from that point and it ended up on an 8.3. Oh, I think we did all right there with those changes. We scored. We were 3-1 down on 74 and we've won it 4-3. What a first 2 minutes. How you doing, Lucas? Hope you're good, my friend. Nice job indeed. It means actually we go back to the top of the league as well. You literally said... Otto did literally say you will win 4-3. That is mental. That is mental. Oh, I'm knackered now. I'm just going to say nice work, everyone. That was good. Imagine you've just done that in that game like that. You get back to the dressing room and the manager's like, nice work, everyone. That was good. But another 2 slots off and put that in and another one. I think we might actually do that. Because the wrench and things, I think we just maybe move away from it. I don't know. Do we move away from it? I kind of don't want to use the spanner anymore anyway. Just in terms of like, we've used it a lot, haven't we? By the way, Bayern dropped points. Dortmund obviously dropped points. We beat them. Mainz dropped points. What a game week for us. What a game week for us. Yeah, it's done. I think so too. Dortmund losing to us. Mainz losing. Bayern drawing with Augsburg away from home. We are 2 points clear at the top. We are 4 points clear of Bayern Munich in 4th. Obviously, finishing in the top 4 is our main thing, but we're in a title race here. We're in a title race here. Let's have a think what we'd actually do. Oh, we just spent another 6 million on Anthony. It's worth it because he got that hat trick. Also, 2 assists from Tellez again. Your passing was great. 4-3. What a win. I'm going to drop a save there because I don't want anything to go wrong and lose that moment in history because it was so good. Positive thinking works, my friends. I guess so, Otto. I guess it does. GG's from you. Shall we load? Let me make sure this is the updated version of this because I've probably changed it since I last did it. Let's load in Hertha Heaven again here and turn it into what I had it turned into before, which I think was basically this, right? I probably want that to be that. Maybe a shadow striker? What would you do here? If we were going to play this, I think I played him just as an attacking midfielder on support there, but either a shadow striker or a attacking midfielder on attack. And it's probably going to be players like Anthony. Paqueta could come on and do that, couldn't he? Obviously, it's not going to be him. But like, if we put Angelo starts there and then Gabby starts there. Oh, not Danilo. It's probably something like that as like a lineup for it, isn't it? Find someone with long shots, plug them at AMS and have them hold position. Paqueta probably is that guy. I'd imagine his long shots are decent, aren't they? 13. What's Marcos Antonio's? 12. What's Anthony's? 13. So Anthony could probably do it quite well there. The AMC support, if that's what we did, do the Mertens trick with the move channels. Yeah, we could, couldn't we? That is what... I think I left it as support then, didn't I? And do like move into channels here. Potentially that then. And then we make... What do we save this highlight as? Hertha 4231 heaven. AM attack is OP. I think so too. Basically, making an AM support with move into channels is an AM attack, isn't it? You're kind of like just tweaking it to make it more like it. They act like a shadow striker. Those are my two favorite roles there for sure, Morgan. Shadow striker or AM attack are the two, I think. But this did kind of work. And I do wonder if we need 5 attack mentalities in this area. I don't mind the idea that Anthony is on a support. The only thing that really changes with the attack there is I think he will dribble less and he will like... he will dribble more here rather than ending up in the positions. And I actually think players like Anthony, if it is him dribbling more is probably not a bad thing. He's got 16 dribbling. Gets further forward is so important. Yeah, which I guess he doesn't have, does he? But do I want him to necessarily? Or does it... Because that just means he's there already. Or do we want him dribbling and moving into those positions? And something as plan C tomorrow. Yeah, let's think of our plan C tomorrow then for what we do from here. I like these as our plan 1 and our plan 2. It's quite basic really, isn't it? In terms of like for FM, you've got a 4-2-2 and a 4-2-3-1. I'm quite enjoying going quite basic with it really. We're moving away from like random like mad 3 striker tactics and everything. It's quite nice to have this. Like you'd think maybe like the third option is like this. Do you know what? I'm going to do it now. The third option is probably this. Old school Hereford though, plan C. Oh, I see what you're saying, Pab. We could do like a narrow 4-3-3, couldn't we? As our plan C. Like we could have this for like... This could be the way to go and play Bayern. Right? And it could be something like this that we do. Or we could go 4-3-3 narrow, which is, you know, old school Hereford, which is fun. We'll see. Anyway, before we do... finish things off here. Someone did want me to go and look at Renier. Or Renier. There he is, look. He's not very good on this save, unfortunately. In fact, he's quite poor. He's not going to be the guy, I'm afraid. It's really hard to mark. Pulls defenders out of the position. Yeah, I think because they literally do that thing, Steve, where I think if you play an AM on attack or a shadow striker, they're basically trying to break the lines, aren't they? They're playing as a striker almost. The AM on support is that one, like that Musiala that hurts us, playing in behind the in that pocket almost, which is very like saying that you hear. What's it called? A cliche, but it is. Frustrated by my feedback and me praising them for scoring. Yeah, yeah. Got to head out now. Well, Otto, we're going to finish up now anyway, I think. We will go and see who is live and set up a little bit of a raid, I think, chat. Thank you for hanging out once again today. It's been a pleasure. That win to seal things off is excellent. Nah, Lucas, I asked. They didn't mean them. They meant that one, which is there. But let's go see who is live. We've got a choice, chat. We could go to second yellow card, or we could go to young Philip. Should we go to Phil? I think we went to we didn't go to Phil last time, so I think it's his turn again. Let's go and raid Phil. Phil's doing his Morecambe save at the moment, playing some FM too. So if you fancy watching a little bit of Football Manager, you can join this raid. Jump in, get your raid emotes ready, which is ! Raid emotes, which are there. Get those Lenny's. No, it's not Lenny's. Get those crabs. That's not Lenny. Get those crabs and those crab raids ready to go. And I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, once again at 10 a.m. start tomorrow as we go again with another part of this save. It's been a I'm having a lot of fun with it. That Dortmund game was mad, wasn't it? But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Go and subscribe to the YouTube. Go and jump in on all of these socials here. If you want to be part of the Patreon, there's loads of benefits for you there. £5 a month if you fancy it. If not, no worries. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your Saturdays. I'll catch you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
'Cause I just wanna see the light.